Fight Week.
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Unzalone Studios of Arizona, UFC 253, Adesanya, Costa, Reyes, Błachowicz, Fight Week. We have a lot to talk about tonight on the MMA-Holes. Feeling flaming in my flaming red shirt tonight, Jesse. I'm fired up. It's UFC 253 Fight Week, the greatest community, the greatest show. How you doing?
You're like a cherry right now, Moss.
I'm like a cherry.
Very bright.
I am like a cherry. Yeah, my brand new spanking MMA-Holes shirt over here. Check that out. That's wonderful, wonderful. And we're hanging. We're hanging with the boys tonight.
Hanging with the boys.
And the girls, of course.
What
This
girls?
Fight Week, there's
Kidding.
7%. The 7% in full effect. If you're one of the 7% lady squad, clam squad, hit me with the WW in the chat. So, I have a lot of energy. This card has given me the power. Why is my hand like this? Maybe because of our thumbnail.
That's you holding the power.
Like Izzy. Look at that. Harnessing the energy as Paulo Costa is looking to take away the strap. Two undefeated fighters throwing down on Saturday night. This is a pay-per-view, 2 title fights, 1 vacated belt at light heavyweight. Great pay-per-view. Really, seriously, like when this was put together, I felt it was like super, all right, big main event. But now, 3 fights in, we got William the Nightmare Knight fighting. Guys all over the place. They're trotting him around.
Prelims now.
Yeah, he went from pre-prelims to the prelims,
Bumped
making
up.
his UFC debut. I can't wait. I really can't wait for this card. How excited are you, Jess?
On a scale of 1 to, I might have a heart attack. I think you might want to get the aspirin regimen ready, Moss. See what I did there?
No. What did
Get
you
it?
do?
Because when you're having a heart attack, people are put on aspirin regimens. On a scale of 1 heart attack, get the aspirin regimen. No?
You know, Jesse, I just want to make this very clear to you.
That was pretty funny.
We're the greatest MMA show on YouTube. You need to step up your comedy just a little bit. Just
I thought
a
it was
little
pretty
bit.
funny.
Just pick it. All right. The aspirin
Oh,
regimen.
God.
Well, yes, I'm going to have a heart attack with this card. It's fun. It's really a lot of fun. And there he is, the Nightmare, 3 fights in, fighting an Alexa Kamur, undefeated fighter. That should be a lot of fun. But you look at this card, there's sprinkled storylines. Diego Sanchez fighting a Jake Matthews. I was roaming around the MMA interwebs, and a lot of people are saying the UFC did Sanchez dirty. They did him a dirty Sanchez, Jesse. Fighting Jake Matthews. It would be a lot of fun to see Sanchez stick his finger right up Matthews' asshole and get the W.
You know he will. He does it to every opponent.
But will it get him the win is the question.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Oh, okay, no. Jesse says no.
That's not happening.
A bunch of good fights on here. But, I mean, the thing that everyone and their mother is interested in is the 2 undefeated fighters. And then you got this interesting storyline of Reyes versus Błachowicz, which we have a vacated belt. A lot of people said Dom Reyes defeated John Jones. The night of, I was yes. And then when I rewatched it, I am a no. I think John Jones did do enough to win that fight. Jesse held strong,
You
right?
disrespect Reyes.
Well, listen, I'm I'm picking him in this fight. I am going to pick Mr. Reyes in this fight, but I'm nervous.
Of what?
There's a little piece of me that says, and wow, Błachowicz is a plus 205. There's a little part of me that thinks maybe Jan surprises the whole world. Or maybe not the whole world.
I mean, would it be that much of a surprise, though, if he won?
I mean, he's a plus 205. He's a moderate underdog here. So I think a lot of people are picking Dom.
Very top-level competition for Reyes.
Oh, yeah.
He shouldn't be that much of an underdog, in my opinion.
It's a really good fight.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good matchup. So you have a guy that should be undefeated or maybe shouldn't. I don't know. That's the debate. You have Dominic Reyes versus Błachowicz. It's an intense, interesting fight over here. Błachowicz is on a 3-fight winning streak, beating Corey Nipples-Anderson, sending him to Bellator. Then you have Jacare, got that split decision. Very close. Not a great fight, but got it done. And you got Luke Rockhold, a knockout that he almost killed Rockhold. So a nice 3-fight winning streak over there.
Rockhold.
So you're strong, Reyes, all the way? What are you saying?
Listen, 100% I'm going to pick Reyes. I don't really agree with the betting odds. I think that's a little off. But, I think Jan Błachowicz is going to be a huge competition for Reyes, and I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for him. I think people are kind of sleeping on the level of skill that Jan has. With that said, though, I do think Reyes is still going to find a way to outclass him. So.
Something over here to look at. Thiago Santos knocks him out, right? But this is a year and 6 months ago. He had 3 fights in a row where he pulled it together. He also, before this, Nikita Krylov, for God's sakes, submitted him. So Jan can not only knock you the fuck out, but he could also choke you the fuck out. We've seen some crazy, the choke on Devin Clark where he stood the standing guillotine. I mean, it was just vicious, absolutely vicious.
But Jan can also get knocked out.
He can. And this
Reyes
is something
has
that does
knockout power.
And here's the red flag. Thiago Santos, right? That's what we were talking about. The one loss in the last 5 fights. Thiago is another person that gave John Jones a problem in his fight. You know, you got Dominic Reyes. Both guys can fucking knock your head off. Maybe Jan gets caught, or does he? He might take. I don't know. This fight might go the distance, Jess.
Yeah, I can see it going the distance. You got 2 pretty powerful people. They're either going to have a lot of respect for each other and kind of play with each other throughout the entire 5 rounds, or they're just going to come in fucking swinging, and it's going to end early.
What is the odds that this fight is a dud?
I don't think it's going to be a dud. I think it can go in 2 ways. I don't think it's going to be a dud, though.
That makes me a little bit nervous here.
Why do you think it's going to be a dud?
Well, there's a lot of pressure, okay? You have a man in John Jones that has vacated and moved up to heavyweight. He said, bye-bye. Now you have this big spotlight of this vacated belt. You got 2 guys that are very hungry for this belt, and it just seems like all fingers are pointing to this fight might suck. We've seen Błachowicz in a boring-ass fight with Jacare. Maybe Jan brings this to a level where it's a grinder and doesn't want to stand and bang. You know, there's a lot. And Dominic Reyes has wrestling, too. I see people all over the place, praising Błachowicz. Reyes does have a wrestling background. So maybe it will nullify each other. That's what I'm hoping. Staying on the feet, these 2 swinging away. But there's a part of me that thinks Błachowicz might try to make this a grinder and could make for a horrific fight. Okay, Jesse has nothing to add.
Well, it's entirely possible. I mean, listen, I can't really make any assumptions right now. I have to kind of be careful because I have a show tomorrow. So I can listen to what you have to say. I don't think it's going to be a dud. Well,
excuse me, Jesse. We have a show tonight. I'm sorry that I am imposing on your show tomorrow night, but we have a show tonight. All right, let's see what the chat says. What do you think? How is this fight going to wind up? Reyes versus Błachowicz.
Boo, Brian says Reyes is going all in, won't be a dud. Roberto Lopez says it's not to go the distance. Jan has a great fight IQ. Sean says Jan is getting KO'd. Sean Hart up against the fence style Moss. DG says Reyes went after Jones, so I don't think he's gonna back down from Jan. Alex Lopez says Jesse has no opinions on Wednesdays. I do. I give my opinions on this fight. That is what it is. We'll get to you guys. Ruben says a draw. Pulse says Reyes by KO early. Carper says KO round 3. Roberto says Reyes supposedly favored by finish. Johnny Smith, I don't make decisions till I see weigh-ins and face-offs. That's how Moss is. This is why it's just kind of shocking to me, Moss, that you're assuming that what might happen in this fight.
I didn't put it in. If I see something... Now, I have to pick Reyes. I have to pick Reyes at this point. If I see something at the weigh-ins where these guys stare at each other and Błachowicz is just very imposing and Dominic shows a sign of weakness or nerves, because this is very nervous. He did, say what you will, he did lose his last fight. You know? I mean,
But
technically
look
didn't,
at who
but
he lost it to.
he did lose. And it's a vacated belt, Yaz Island, Abu Dhabi, weird ass, no crowd. It's a whole different animal. It's a question of who has the stronger will, you know?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Listen, I take who he lost it to. The fact that the guy that he lost it to has been retaining about for such a long time, and it was also very arguable that Reyes won that fight. So I don't put that loss against him at all when it comes to this fight.
You know, Ling Jiang makes a great point. It's so great. I'm going to highlight this thing, right? Ling Jiang. Check out. Shout out to Ling. Okay? Ling Jiang says this. And he goes, or she, I'm not sure if it's male or female. Who cares? Both have the personality of a dildo.
Wonderful.
It's a great point.
Oh, God.
I can't, you know what? I sit corrected. I mean, maybe we should stop talking about this because it's true. They both are boring as fuck. I mean, when
I like Reyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching some of the fucking what's it called, the embeddeds, and they are boring. Let's be honest here. I don't want either of them to be the champ because here's the thing. Reyes is out of the two. I think I'd rather Reyes. I think we can get more exciting fights down the road with Reyes. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck about either of them being a champion, like saying this is my champion. I couldn't give two shits.
I feel like if Reyes had won the belt and he starts retaining against people who start talking trash, moving their way up the rankings to fight him, I think his trash talk would get a little better. I think his fights would become a little more entertaining. I say give him a chance. You may not like what you see right now, or you may not be enticed by what you see right now, but if he gets that belt, the whole game could change, you know? So I say give him a chance. I think he could be a good champ. A very marketable champ.
A lot of people, possibly. Or Reyes, right?
Yeah, I think that he has the potential to be a marketable champ if he uses it right, you know?
Reyes could be the more marketable guy. But then if you got a guy that's, I mean, when was the last time we had a Polish champ? We had, what's his name? The fucking 135 or with Jan. What's the hell his name? Piotr? Is he Polish?
Peter Jan, yeah.
Is he a Polak? Is
Piotr?
he a Polak? Piotr? Is Piotr Polak? Or is he something else?
Piotr? Someone tell us.
Piotr?
Where is he from?
Piotr Jan? Is he Polish? I think he is, right?
Can you just look it up?
He's Russian. So yeah, he doesn't count. He looks like he's a Polish guy though. Right, Piotr? He should. I think the Polish people should adopt Piotr. You know? I feel that the Russians should give him to Poland.
Why?
You know? So then you look at Jan, and now you got a Polish champion like HELWANI Jędrzejczyk was the last one, right? You have another Polish champion. Maybe he gets the trash talk going, and maybe he could be charismatic. I don't believe it. I don't think any of that's going to happen.
I say give him a chance.
Give what a chance?
Give Reyes a chance to be a marketable champ.
Well, I was just talking about Jan.
Oh, yeah, fuck Jan. Jan's not going to be.
So Jan has the personality of meatloaf.
Of a grain of salt.
Okay.
Well, a meatloaf?
Yeah.
Did you just come up with that one?
Yeah, like a meatloaf. You ever see a meatloaf light up a party? You ever walk into a party and just see like a piece of meatloaf there and be like, yo, fucking meatloaf knows how to have a good time. No.
Oh, fuck.
Jan Błachowicz is a meatloaf.
Mm.
But I think Reyes is too. Reyes might be, I don't know, they're both fucking boring. Damn, man, John Jones got to come back. Who at light heavyweight would you be like thrilled about to
fight
be a champ?
The champ?
Because I forgot who I was watching. I was watching someone and they were saying that.
Wait, after this fight, who would I be thrilled
it was
at?
fucking Schaub.
Is that what you're asking?
Huh?
After the Reyes Jan fight, who would I be thrilled about to fight them?
Well, yeah, that's what I was pulling up here. But what I'm saying is, Schaub was saying, oh, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not even going to fucking quote what Schaub said because he's not intelligent. All right, so, let's look at it. Light heavyweight over here. It's invisible. There's no one there, Jesse.
Man, imagine Prochaska moves his way up to title contention.
Prochaska, yes, that's the guy.
Fast.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Rakic is a little interesting. I tell you what, I do like Glover, but he is not an electrifying, a polarizing figure. He is getting old. I would like to see Glover get it and retire.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'd love that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
All right, here we go. Dominic Reyes is going to win. Glover, well, he's got that whole fucking COVID thing going with
Nah, I say the UFC is going to turn him into just the gatekeeper for the rest of his career. He's not.
No, stop it, Jesse. He's going to win the belt and leave and retire.
Stop. Seriously. I don't see that happening. But it would be cool if he did ever win a belt. But yeah, it's probably not going to happen. I say Prochazka's pretty cool. Rakic is a really awesome contender.
Yeah, Rakic is cool, but I'd rather Prochazka. Is Prochazka Polish?
I don't know. Why do you care so much if everyone's Polish?
We need a Polish champion. I've come up.
God.
We need a Polish champion. Is he Polish or is he another?
All right, guys.
Tell us,
is Prochazka Polish? Just look it up on Tabology. You can
Prochazka.
see if he's Polish.
Is he a Polak or is he a? We need a Polish champ.
He's Czech.
He's Rolish.
He's Czech.
He's a Czech. Oh, nah, we don't need a Czech. We need a Polak. Yeah, Prochazka would be the guy. He would be
Prochazka or Rakic.
and fuck Johnny Walker, man.
Well, here's the thing. If they put Walker against Prochazka, which has been thrown on the table, and say Walker wins, which I don't know if Walker can learn to protect his head.
I don't need Walker as the champion. He's too goofy, man.
But that's what's funny about it.
Nah.
Say Walker wins against Prochazka and moves his way up the rankings. They give him one more fight after Prochazka. That guy will be fighting for a title.
All right,
I can put money on it.
I think Prochazka speaks English, right?
I'm
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Walker speaks English.
Okay, whoever speaks better English, I'd rather have. And I think Prochazka speaks. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Walker doesn't speak very good English. Let's be honest.
But that would be pretty funny to see. Like, could you imagine if that actually happens? Walker beats Prochazka. But here's the thing: Prochazka's a heavy hitter, and I think he's arguably a better competition than Johnny Walker.
If Prochazka fights Walker, he's gonna put him in a body bag.
I feel like Walker just can't protect his head enough. But it would be fucking funny to see. I'm not gonna lie. If Walker won, that would be hilarious.
What's up with this fucking picture of Prochazka?
It's penis.
Why would they like the highlight picture of Prochazka is his cock? Does that make any fucking sense? What is the UFC like? Why are they highlighting his cock? Let's see Johnny Walker's picture.
It's his cock too.
No, it's just Johnny Walker. But hey, you want to see a picture of Prochazka? He's got a big, meaty, veiny sausage. Why is that?
I don't know.
See? There's his dick. Why would the UFC do? What's going on here? Let's see if we see Rakic. What do we see with Rakic? Yeah, you see him. He's just hanging out, celebrating.
Rakic could be a pretty fun contender as well. Man,
oh man. Yeah, Rakic is interesting. He's got that interesting vibe, but I'd rather Prochazka be my guy. All right, here's the plan. Dominic Reyes is going to win, right? Thiago Santos and Glover Teixeira are supposed to fight, but what's going to happen is everything's going to get all jammed up, and Glover's going to skip the line and get the title shot on Reyes. Okay?
He's going to lose.
He's going to win the belt, surprise everybody, because he's going to take Reyes down. He's going to Glover him.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And then he's going to retire.
This is an Unleash the Deer donation. Oh no, Joe Rogan just kill him with a crossbow. He said a personality is needed along with the championship belt. He said if you can pull that off without shit talking, you shall have the whole MMA world in your corner.
Wow. Thank you, D-Rest. Do not mention the deer. Has not been tickled yet, and we would like to keep it that way. Do not mention that deer. You guys can't handle it, and I can't handle it. Jesse definitely can't handle it. So no deer. No deer for you. Who would you like to see at light heavyweight? And if you'd like to drop a donation, link in the description. Light heavyweight. Who's the guy? I'm going to say Dominic Reyes is going to win. I'm going to say Glover's going to beat him in a crazy upset, retire, and Prochazka's going to work his way up and be the reigning champion. He's going to defend the belt multiple times. And
it's so silly.
Be great. That's my future mystical prediction.
So silly.
It's a little crazy, yeah.
Let's see. Life and Logic says drama and skills equals money. Alex Level, I tickled a deer. Junk Savage says Santos or Glover. Guinnison says Anthony Rumble. Pulse Bro with thumbs up says Ann. Life and Logic, light heavyweight sucks now. Johnny Smith Romero can move up. You watch. Gio the Great says Bryce Mitchell choked a deer. Pale Monkey says Walker's chin looked suspect in his last fight. Let's be honest, he got lucky. Double Champ says D-Rest, wonderful. Eric Clark, can I call in?
Wonderful.
Carper Tom says Till versus Santos. Roberto Lopez, Jan will be champ. Benjamin Elam. I missed it. Hi guys, what's up, Benjamin? Moronic Emergency says Bald Connor is back. Mike Gates says Moss. Eric Clark, Rumble.
Bald Connor.
Eric, Draw F. Let's go, Jan. Everything okay, Moss? Double Champ says Pale Monkey, you are correct. Justin Harris, Colby versus Usman in December. He beat Maya and finished Woodley. Burns less impressive.
Okay, so someone said something about light heavyweight being nothing. Not very spectacular. Kind of lame. Should be called lame heavyweight, right? And I agree. I'm with him. And you know what's going to happen, Jesse? We kind of have some confusion up here. Everyone thinks, maybe, Dominic Reyes is going to win, but no one's convinced that someone can sit up there and defend the belt. Well, you know what? I have the answer for you. The person that will be the future reigning champion and dominate the light heavyweight division. You ready for this?
Sure.
It's not either of these guys.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm going to scroll down. Happens to be fighting Saturday night.
Oh.
There he is. The future. He is 32 years old. They're going to push him up quickly. He's going to knock out the fool on Saturday. 5'10" champion. Stacked, yoked William Knight.
Now, let me ask you this.
Your new champion.
William Knight is an excellent fighter. We've seen him before. Now, how well do you think he's going to fare with his height and putting his size to the test against top-tier light heavyweight
Dominic
fighters?
Reyes, he would knock that stupid terrorist look right off his face. I'm telling you. Knock it clean off.
Dominic Reyes versus William Knight, and you would take William Knight.
Yeah. William Knight would knock the terrorism out of Dominic Reyes.
Błachowicz versus William Knight.
Oh, my God. William Knight would knock the Polish out of Błachowicz. I'm telling you. The nightmare.
Thiago Santos versus William Knight.
William Knight will knock the hammer, that stupid hammer off his chest, and then beat him with it. William Knight, 5'10", light heavyweight champion, will be dragging these fools down and fucking going apeshit on them. Just hammer fist city. I'm telling you, look at this. What is this? UFC's got Dominic Reyes having an orgasm on the left over here, and Błachowicz is just staring at him in awe, like beating off to it. What the hell kind of, what is this?
It's the fight timeline.
Oh, yes. And Błachowicz is like, yo, yummy. The hell's going on?
Moss.
So here you go. You heard it here first. William Knight is going to rise up. I mean, who the hell is there? Who's there? No one. No one's at light heavyweight. No one. No one's going to hold that belt for a long period of time. But William Knight is. He's gonna creep up these rankings, surprise everybody. But he's got to win Saturday. You're not confident, are you, Jesse?
I'm confident in William Knight's ability and skill. I worry when he starts getting up there towards top-tier fighters. I would like to say yes, William Knight is going to win, but it's difficult for me to do. I don't know. I don't know. We have to wait until he gets there, to be quite honest.
As William Knight creeps up the rankings, you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to line him up with Devin Clark. Devin Clark seems to always get the guys that surging light heavyweights. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to tango each other, and I like both guys.
Well, I say Knight wins against Clark.
Oh, of course. Devin, I'm sorry. Love you to death, but we got roots with William.
Yeah.
This man over here. This guy is dark, man. Look at him. Dark chocolate for the win, baby. That's right. Look at him. All right. Anyway, let's talk about the main event. How about that? Let's move to the main event.
Oh.
Okay. By the way, I was I had trouble sleeping earlier today, so I put on MMA on Point.
Sleeping?
Yeah.
When did you try to sleep today?
Oh my God.
Oh. Sorry. I missed it. It went right over my head. I'm sorry. I missed the joke. I'm sorry. I missed the joke.
All right, forget it.
It went over my head this time, Moss.
There will be no making fun of any other channels since Jesse's looking for the joke.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go. Atta girl, Jess.
I didn't catch it until after. I'm sorry.
All right. Make
All
sure
right.
someone find that for Jesse. Adesanya versus Paulo Costa.
Oh, God.
The big killer strikes again.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch that one.
This is the main event. Undefeated fighters. Now that the fight is getting closer, we know, Jesse, you're a homer. Well, not a homer, really. You don't live in Izzy's house. But you are very fond of Adesanya. You are very pro Adesanya. In fact, you have a video that Adesanya has shared of you completely freaking out. So there's pretty much no chance you would pick Costa in this fight, correct?
Yeah, no. It's going to be 100% Adesanya.
Justin, let me tell you something here. MMA on Point, their uploads are good. Their live streams are I want to rip my eyeballs out. It is so fucking bad.
It's pretty brutal.
I
wasn't even watching it. But I was overhearing it and I was struggling.
You got this guy, right? This guy that's just he's like, "Hey guys, I'm so
no vocal fry, Moss.
Yeah, he's got like this weird ass vocal fry and shit. It is the fucking worst live stream. Terrible. Maybe they're nice guys. I'm not trying to, It is fucking terrible. Terrible. And then they got like 700,000 subscribers with 700 people watching. And I'm trying to do the math. I'm saying to myself, we have 30,000, right? And we got 200 people watching. So how does that work? Here we go. D-Res, baby.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. John Jones,
Come on.
crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show.
Here he
John
comes.
Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones,
Beagle Graham.
crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show.
Ah, yes. D-Res. Showing you how it's done.
William Kingman Knight, the very first actual MMA hole in the UFC. Look Ma, we're on top of the world.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I have it tickles my fancy seeing William. We started watching William at his premier FC events back in the day. It's so cool. Like, this channel started, and we're seeing him hit the UFC, and it's crazy. And we're the greatest show on YouTube. He's the greatest light heavyweight. It just goes hand in hand, Jesse. Why am I feel like I'm drifting out of the screen? Am I
Come
drifting
in.
out? Yeah.
You have fun to your
Actually,
room.
she's better to look at than me anyway.
Come in. You have all this room.
No, I don't want to sit next to you. I'm just kidding, Jesse. I'm just kidding.
Really mean.
You're wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What were we talking about? Yeah, they're terrible. Listen, I'm gonna say how
all
it
right,
is.
all right. Okay, let's move on to the story.
No, I'm gonna all right.
One more.
No, it's good. I'm fine. It's good. We got the mountains behind us.
All right.
I'm just gonna speak it how it is here. Okay. I'm struggling. We put it on the community section too, and barely any comments on any good like channels. There are a couple of good ones on there, but there are really some shitty channels out there. So if you're looking to make a YouTube channel, go for it, man. Let's get some good fucking content
Let's
out
be
there.
different.
Let's get some good fucking content, because seriously, it's terrible. And then you got like Luke Thomas with this other guy. They're in the hotel room. I thought they were gonna fuck.
He's trying to be so edgy.
I thought they were gonna have sex. Mark.
But
Booby, booby, booby trap.
booby, booby, booby trap. But booby, booby, booby trap.
What up, Mark?
Costa said Izzy was gonna run from him during the fight. Oh, and I like to boobies. That is all.
Thank you, Mark. I like the boobies too.
That's not gonna happen. He's not gonna run. That's silly.
All right, let's move on.
That's
Let's
redonkulous.
get back to it then. Come on. Thank you, Mark, for putting us
Must-
back on track.
You know what the cutest part of that song is?
What?
But booby. It's not booby booby. It's but booby.
Booby, booby, booby trap.
That's the funniest part of the song, Moss.
What about the ding? Ding. You don't like the ding in it?
Nah. But booby 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 trap. But booby 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 trap.
One of our great hits. Every YouTube channel needs a booby trap. All right. Adesanya Costa. Okay. I am trying to find angles in why I think Costa is going to win this fight. I can't. And as the fight gets closer and closer, I am more confirming that Adesanya is going to win. The thing that's bothering me is now I'm seeing that everyone on the internet is basically picking Adesanya. Or anyone with a show, I should say. Because the internet, of course, is going to be mixed. It's going to be a blend. We should do it. Did we do a poll on this? I think we did, right? I don't know if we
That
did.
is not a question you should be asking me, Moss.
Well, you know what, Jesse? Check our community section if you can. If we didn't, put a poll up, because I'm curious here. I mean, it bothers me when I see everyone else out there picking the same pick as me. You know, I get a little worried, because now I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Do I have horse blinders on? Am I beer goggles? Like, what's going on here?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Colby little interview on BLM has possibly opened up some amusing fights. Leon Edwards, Izzy, wishful thinking, and other mofos triggered by him. Thoughts? Also, let me figure shit out. The Sanisai MMA Show 2021 XD.
Oh, shit. Senosi's going to reclaim the studio, it looks like. Thank you, Senosi. Appreciate that, man.
Who? Sonosi?
I do like Colby versus Leon is interesting as just a fight, but I'd rather see the Masvidal thing happen. And does the UFC pair him up with another black guy? I don't know. After his last thing, that's probably not the smartest idea. Put him with what's it called? Masvidal likes Trump, so put them together so you don't have to worry about the politics. You know?
I have a lot on that tonight, by the way.
Unless Leon likes Trump too, and then we can move away from the craziness because a lot of people are flipping out about
Leon Edwards too.
Do you? All right, we'll get to that stuff. A lot of people are flipping out about what Colby said, and I could see a little bit how you're upset about that, but at the same time, I think you're fucking being an idiot. Like Colby, if you're upset about what Colby Covington said, I think you need to like get your priorities in check. You know, like it's fucking Colby Covington. If Colby Covington offends you, I think you might be clinically retarded. It's fucking Colby, right? If you're going to look at what he says and be like, that's racist, that's this, that's that. Should I say it again? It's Colby Covington. Jesus Christ. And I'm just reading all these articles, and this one's mad. I saw Aljamain Sterling put something out on his podcast, and Aljo is just like, you know, scratching his head about, it's Colby. Like, what the fuck? Tyron Woodley says stupid things, and we say, it's fucking Tyron Woodley. He's an idiot. Let him be himself.
Okay, Justin.
Anyway.
Okay, we've seen it.
What happened?
Holy guacamole, Justin. You're killing me here.
But I do, in the community section, yeah. I do want to, what's he talking about, MMA on Point?
No, he's saying that he recommended MMA on Point, but he also recommended hyper slow MMA. They do slow motion knockouts.
Hyper slow MMA should be MMA on Point because I feel like they're
Man.
And then this happened. I think I'm going to pick the fight. And I'm like, ah! But you know what? Not everyone could be the MMA-Holes, Jesse.
Yeah.
All right. I completely got thrown off. We were talking about something before Sanosi jumped in, and I completely lost my train of thought. Costa and Adesanya. Oh, okay. So someone convinced me, and Jesse, why Costa's going to win this fight. Other than he's undefeated and he looks like a buff Ricky Martin.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, shit. Gary likes MMA Focus? No, I really don't like MMA Focus. All right, someone please convince me. Because I look at Ricky Martin over here, and I'm like, all right, who did he fight? He fight Yoel Romero. Yoel's a beast. I think Yoel won that fight. Before that, Uriah Hall. I love Uriah. He's one of my dudes. But is Uriah one of the best? No, he's not. And Uriah looked pretty damn good in the first round on him. If Uriah could look good in the first round, Izzy could look great. You got Johnny Hendricks, big rig. That fight should have never fucking happened. That was post USADA Johnny. Come on. Like, who? Who the fuck? Who is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
Ulawal Bambo. What the fuck is that? Who did he fight besides Yoel Romero, which he should have lost that fight? Think about it. Let's put this together. The guy that lost the Ultimate Fighter, and I love Uriah. Johnny Hendricks? Johnny fucking Hendricks? Who did he fight? Think about this.
Oh,
now,
God.
why are we picking this man? Why?
Wonderful.
Oh, because he's undefeated. That's right. Yes.
Sorry I took over a week off without watch. I was dealing with mental health. RIP James, brother, miss you so much. Thank you so much, and H and Mike H and everyone ALS for helping me through it. I'm back and happy. Thanks again. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, Carper, and I hope you're wonderful, wonderful as well.
Wonderful,
my friend.
wonderful.
Thank you, Carper. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Why are we picking Costa? Did you look at that resume over there, Jesse?
I did, Moss. With
Okay.
you, right here.
Yeah. Did you not, like, I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, he's 13-0. That's great. Who the fuck did he beat?
I'm still waiting for the comment as to how Costa's going to win. I haven't seen one yet.
So I need the Costa people in the chat. If you think Paulo's going to win, please explain to me why.
Oh, here we go. Paul says Hendricks beat GSP, who was the last real 85 champ. So
Hendricks beat GSP when GSP was saying that everyone was on steroids and shit like that. And that was at 170. Did Hendricks fight Costa at 170?
Clayton
No, he moved
Fitzgerald
up.
says Costa will take 2 or 3. Hold on. Costa will take 2 or 3 shots just to connect one good shot to Izzy. Costa won't stop moving forward. I got Costa easily winning. But
Okay.
Izzy works with fighters to move forward. He loves that.
That's, yeah. To people that's saying the pressure of Costa, that's what Izzy wants.
Yeah. Izzy like feeds off of that type of style. So that's, if anything, it's not gonna bode well for Costa.
Look at the Yoel Romero fight with Izzy, right? Yoel didn't bring the pressure. Izzy was confused. He was like, wait, hold on a second. There's a reason why Yoel didn't blitz him constantly. It's because that's what he feeds off of. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to say that, and listen, I want Costa to bring the pressure. I want this to be an exciting fight. I really do. But if Costa brings that pressure, Costa's getting slept. He's getting fucking slept. Izzy will fuck him up. He will fuck him up. I don't care how skinny the dude is. And listen, I would like to see Ricky Martin win. Because I want to live La Vida Loca inside.
Booby, booby, booby trap. 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 Booby, booby, booby trap.
A lot of booby traps tonight, baby.
Justin, get your parents to raise your damn allowance, then you can get your point across like I'm doing right now. That is all.
Wow.
Woo.
Now, I don't want to make this a bashing Paulo Costa thing because honestly, if Costa wins, I think that's great too. I slightly prefer Paulo Costa over Adesanya. But I am just talking about respect here. I'm talking about a guy that's earned my respect in Izzy. I've been very hard on Adesanya, but it's tough for me. You see how I looked at Jessie? Because she knows. She was there during the hard times where I was like, this guy's overrated hype train.
And it felt so good throwing it in his face.
I got it wrong. He's one of the guys that got it. And listen, there's nothing I can do. When I look at this matchup over here, I see two undefeated guys, but they're selling you wolf tickets here. Adesanya this should be an easy fight for him. I'm telling you.
Whew.
Now, he could get clipped. Jesse, do you think Izzy, no crowd, pandemic. Paulo's in very good shape. He's chiseled right now. He's like very thin and slim.
Steroids.
So his cardio, he's got to be working on that cardio because let's be honest, it's a little suspect, right? So maybe now his cardio is a little bit better.
Doubtful.
Ricky Martin on roids.
MMA math. Costa did better against Romero. Izzy lost to Romero, says Johnny. What?
What? Wait, what? They both...
No.
All right, let me put it to you this way. They both actually won fights that the judges could have went the other way. They were just terrible fights. Not terrible fights, excuse me. Yoel versus Izzy was a terrible fight. Yoel Costa was fire. Complete fire. But both very close, if you really think about it. It's so funny. They're polar opposite fights, but incredibly close when it comes to the judging. I think Yoel beat Costa. And I can make an argument that Yoel beat Adesanya because there was nothing thrown. There really nothing happened, But man, Yoel won the dance off. Yeah, you know what? I could see the argument. But we don't have enough in the Izzy fight to even talk about Romero because nothing really happened.
Yeah.
With Paulo Costa, we have a lot. And remember, Paulo got tagged. He got tagged a couple of times over there. If Yoel's going to be tagging him, Izzy's going to be finding a home for the fists, the feet.
Let's talk about something with Israel Adesanya for a minute, Moss.
Sure, certainly, Jesse.
Leading into the news. Actually, skip this one. We're going to go back to this one when we get ready to hit the Colby Covington news. So skip past this one.
Okay.
Skip it.
Paul says Costa has never been KO'd. Izzy has. The end. Listen, you're talking about something that happened in kickboxing, completely different sport. Okay? This is the octagon. This is a championship. This is a champion Izzy. And now if you're saying the gentleman that knocked him out probably could knock out Costa too.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And he's going to be in the UFC
This
as
is
well.
Two Joints, WW Moss and Jesse, the greatest show, the best chat, the over the hump day cure, bro. Canada is back, bro. And H, bro. Mike H, flat earth. Little Justin, bro. You guys broke Harper Tom England, bro. D-Rest WW chat, MMA-Holes, North America's greatest.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, broski. You're wonderful, wonderful. Appreciate that.
Wonderful,
Gross.
wonderful.
All right. Skip past this one. We're going to come back to it. So Paulo Costa says Israel Adesanya's personality changed at that run-in that they had.
Yeah, it just logs me out. It's a new bit.
Super chat.
Jonathan.
Kellerman on ESPN talking about Colby. What a shill.
What is he saying? That guy's he's a moron, Kellerman. That guy, he's so annoying.
What is he saying?
Is he telling me he's
probably against Colby.
Listen, Colby's an asshole. Don't
He's
get me wrong.
probably saying like how Colby's racist and all this stuff. I can almost put money on it.
Colby says things, he puts his foot in his mouth. But if you're going to fucking lead the parade of racism with Colby Covington, come on, man. It needs to stop. It's fucking stupid. Man.
Enough!
It's crazy.
Enough with the pussification.
Could you imagine taking Colby Covington words, right? And then using them as fact and in an argument with racism or politics? Listen, the guy's a knucklehead. The problem is the president called him. That's the problem. The president should have never fucking called him because now
you knew
people
that
are
was
taking it
gonna
more
happen.
serious. But now people are taking it more serious and they're putting the two together. You know, it's not a good look for the president. It's not a good look for Colby, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, but Colby's an idiot. He doesn't give a shit. I don't know. Eduardo is not a racist. No, listen.
All right, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Eduardo,
Guys, wait. We'll
this
talk
fucking
about it in a
racist.
minute.
Stop with the racism bullshit. I'm done with it. Just everyone shut up. Sorry. Did I stick my foot in my mouth?
Okay, enough. According to MMA Junkie, Paulo Costa thinks Israel Adesanya went into his shell during their much-discussed face-to-face encounter to kick off UFC 253 Fight Week, which you saw, Moss, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Saturday's middleweight title headliner has been promoted as a heated grudge, with Costa and Adesanya spending the past several months taking shots at one another. When they ran into each other on camera to kick off Fight Week in Abu Dhabi, though, they were extremely civil. Costa said he was surprised by the interaction, and Adesanya changed the way he's historically acted toward him when they saw each other in person. He said, quote, he changes a lot, his personality, his persona. The Adesanya that I saw on the video conference was very disrespectful guy. He showed his fingers a lot to me. When I met him upstairs, he was very kind, very gentle.
What, showed his fingers to him?
Yeah, I'm assuming like the middle finger and stuff like that. He said,
Wait, he was very kind, but he gave him the middle finger?
No, on the videos,
Oh, okay.
the videos and stuff, he was disrespectful. And then when he saw him in person, he was gentle.
Oh, okay.
He said, when I saw him, I was ready for a different kind of guy. He came and he gave his hand to shake his hand and asked how I'm feeling. UFC 253 takes place Saturday at Flash Forum on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. The main card airs on pay-per-view. Costa vs. Adesanya is a highly unique title fight in that it's just the second time in UFC history that the two undefeated male athletes will clash for a belt.
Hold on a second, Jesse.
What?
I just have to address one of our wonderful members. By the way, Kellerman, okay? Isn't he a boxing guy? So you're saying stay in your lane, recognize what Kellerman knows about fighting, what he knows about boxing. That's fine. But MMA? Tell him to fucking take a hike. How about that? Tell him to take a hike. No one gives a fuck about what Kellerman says about MMA. Thank you. Back to Jesse. Sorry. Had to address a troll, Jesse.
There's hope from Costa that he will take the belt in a similar way. He knows Adesanya is a diverse fighter and dangerous in a lot of different areas, but the Brazilian thinks he poses the bigger threat. He said he's going too aggressive yet smart when they step inside the octagon.
Wonderful.
He wants to make love to Costa.
I'll make love
To you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. Baby, all through the night, I'll make love to you in the octagon, and it will be glory. What the fuck is going on? What?
Gaylord.
Do you think that's what it is, Jess?
Yes. Absolutely, Moss.
Okay.
So there you have it, Moss. What did you think of the run-in, and do you think it kind of spoiled the hype leading into the fight?
I don't care. I don't listen. They don't hate each other. That's all bullshit. They're all selling a fight. That's what they're trying to do. This stupidity that people are like, oh, these guys really don't like each other. That's number one bullshit, man.
This is number
Oh,
one.
If you buy into them not liking each other, well, I don't know what to say. You need your head examined.
You need your head and it's examined.
It's bullshit, man. They're just selling a fight. Listen, I've been in this game a long time, Jesse, 4 years. In those 4 years, I learned a lot. I've seen these fighters talk some shit. I've seen them hug it out afterwards over and over and over again. Now, I make it. There's a couple exceptions. Conor, Khabib. Other than that,
even DC
like
John Jones had
95
long-term rival.
They are rivals and don't like each other, but even they had kind words for each other and respect each other. Remember, they respect each other. When DC's father, or I think it was father, died.
Conor respected Khabib when Khabib's father died.
Yeah, but listen. Conor flew from many countries away to fucking throw a hand truck through a window. That's a whole different animal there. They literally, Conor wanted the blue lips. Blue lips, Jesse. That is hatred. They do not. No good. Anyway, I have a theory on that, but I'm not going to dive into that whole thing. With this over here, Adesanya and Costa, They don't hate each other. Stop buying into that horse shit. They got exposed, Jesse, when they were in the hallway and they were practically tonguing each other down. Did you see that, Jesse? They were like
weren't
French kissing.
Stop it.
Does that make you want to watch the fight? Two men
stop it.
French kissing in the hallway before the fight?
Stop it.
They were, Jesse. I thought they were going to give each other hand jobs.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see what the chat says about it.
What does the chat say? Roberto says, well, Kellerman... Oh, I'm going to skip Roberto. Justin Harris says...
He's got
they
Kellerman's cock in his
trolling
mouth.
each other. DG says, Izzy and Paula definitely not enemies. Justin says, I called and said it did not take away the hype from me. Paul says, do you think Ben Askren and Masvidal would go fishing? Yes.
Ben Askren and who?
And Masvidal would go
hold on.
fishing.
Let me think. Yeah, you know what? I think they would. And they would discuss, they're old and gray, they would discuss the knee to the face. And, funny times.
Let's see. DC's daughter died because of a drunk driver, and I think DC hated Jones during his drunk drivings and everything. Oh, well, that would make
those
sense.
two. There is like I said,
animosity.
A very small number of fighters that compete inside an octagon or a ring, truly do not like each other, and I do believe their rivalry was more enhanced than majority of these other rivalries, DC and Jones.
Moss, my rivalry with you is very enhanced.
We need a rivalry. I want to start
You
a
are
fight,
my
man.
rivalry.
Well, yeah, that's because my penis goes inside your vagina. And usually once that happens, everything falls apart and now you're rivals.
Look at my eyebrows. Look at my eyebrows. Look.
I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Anyway, I would like a rivalry. I need a show that I don't know. I need something to hate on. I just hate every other show. I need to. Which show should I pick? Which should
You
I
do
pick?
have a.
What should we
well,
shit
Luke
on?
Thomas is kind of a rival.
You know what? Ever since he came out of the closet, I feel bad now.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Chrome.
That dolly deserved it. It was talking shit. So Connor picked its ass up and threw it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an interesting take. You think the dolly was at fault?
Yeah.
Well, Michael Chiesa deserved it.
Yeah. All right. Now, let's go back up, Moss, to the very top.
But before we do that, Jesse, could you imagine this guy as a champion, as your light heavyweight champion? Where is he? Like, I couldn't give two shits about Błachowicz as a champion. Like, could you, like, and he has some pretty decent finishes. I just don't care. Why do I not care about Błachowicz? What's the reasoning? I don't know. You gonna give me the story, or you want another one?
That's not it. Actually, scroll down a little bit.
Why are you
right there?
Oh God, are we really doing this?
Yeah, that's next. Now, let me just say, Moss.
Can we talk about Błachowicz
You've
before we get here?
already told your opinion on this whole thing, so let's get everyone else's opinion. You don't have to force your opinion anymore.
Yeah, you know what my opinion is? Stop with the racist bullshit. I don't
Okay.
want it anymore.
All right.
I'm done talking about
So
it.
let's just tell the news as it is and move on. We don't have to get into a whole Moss rant about it.
See, now I'm squeezing my stress guy. I need a black one and a yellow one and a pink one as well, so I can squeeze them all simultaneously, so I'm not discriminating. Can we talk about Błachowicz and then get into this?
All Błachowicz is saying is that he's not letting any of the pressure phase him ahead of his fight. It's just the media day thing. If you guys want to watch his media day, it's there.
I think pressure is something to take in when you're picking your fights. These two fights here, especially the situation with Błachowicz and Reyes, because both of these guys, they have the pressure of a man who have vacated the belt. They're literally getting a chance here. Like a guy's just like, here you go, have my belt, fight for it. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre circumstance. And now you do that on top of a pandemic. They're ordering room service and people are walking in with like B outfits, or what is that? The outfits that they have on? Like hazmat suits and shit. Did you see that?
B outfits?
Yeah, it looks like they look like beekeepers, but it's hazmat suits. You see
Yeah.
them? They're walking in with trays of food in hazmat suits. Like, this is how they're consuming their food. They have to be stuck and trained inside their rooms, and it's just bizarre. It's an odd experience, and now you got these two guys fighting for a championship, no crowd. You know, it's weird, man. I think that it's a good time to pick underdogs in these situations because I feel there's more pressure on the favorites. In this fight, I do pick Reyes, but if you're a Błachowicz fan, maybe you got something here. And maybe this could work with Paulo Costa. Same thing. Maybe.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Jesus, what the fuck is up with Colby face? Dude looks like the mask.
Does. He does look like the mask. Look at him in the shadows over here on the thumbnail. He does have an odd face. He's an interesting looking dude. But thank you, Chrome, and everyone that's donating tonight. You're all
wonderful.
Wonderful. Looks like the mask, he said. So I'm curious as to, these higher up guys in the card, championship fights. What's the pressure? Adesanya, I feel that guy's kind of pressure proof. I think this guy, his mind is solid. I haven't found moments where I've seen like this man like breakable. I do believe that this guy's got a solid melon, and that's good, because when you're beaten before the fight, look at what happened with Khamzat and Mearshart. If you're beaten before the fight, just might as well not even get in the cage. By the way, Khamzat, real quick, is calling out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Right? And I got to say this. I kind of love it. Did you see this, Jesse? We retweeted this.
I did. That's part of the news tonight, Moss. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't skip then. Sorry. It just jumped. It was a segue.
Super chat.
Segue.
Chimaev versus Leon, make it happen, Uncle Dana.
Chimaev versus Leon?
That's not Chimaev's intentions.
I kind of like Chimaev Wonderboy. I really like that fight. It's kind of weird, man. Big jump for Chimaev. I think Wonderboy could take that fight too. I think that would be something, even though it's a step back, it's still a guy with a big up and coming name. And if he takes that guy out, that puts Wonderboy right in the mix.
I don't know. I feel like I've never really been super fascinated by Wonderboy, so it's difficult for me to get excited for that.
Wonderful.
Oh shit, fights with friends.
Chris, I'm officially challenging you to a fair one. It's going to be white on white crime when I get a hold of you.
Oh my God.
I'll be coming in at 260. And I'll smother your ginger ass with me big Olay belly. Battle of MMA podcast supremacy. Don't be scared.
Oh my God. Just by saying the number
260?
260, I kind of shit myself a little bit.
God.
260. Could you imagine?
All right. Ready?
Wow. It's
Ready?
crazy. All right, what are we doing? What am I waiting
We're
for?
talking about news, Moss. What do you mean, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Where have we been?
You're ready for what?
Well, the next news story, of
Oh,
course.
okay. Yeah. Tell me.
Okay.
Super chat.
Keep the donations coming so we don't have to talk about Colby.
People are really sleeping on Błachowicz too much.
So, okay. Thank you, Colby Johnson. Appreciate it. Let's talk about this, okay? Which underdog has the better shot? Costa or Błachowicz? What would you say?
I would say, oh, man.
Who has the better? Now, Jan
Błachowicz, I feel, has a better shot because I think it's a better matchup.
he's the bigger underdog. But Costa is undefeated, and people are just they're just licking his asshole.
No, I'm going to go with Błachowicz.
All right. 352 watching. Thank you, Shrimp Paste.
Shrimp paste.
Thank you for the subscribe, Shrimp Paste, number 1. Might be one of the best screen names I've seen in a long time, Shrimp Paste. Shout out to Shrimp Paste. Yeah, baby. Hit that like button, friends. With 400 watching, I mean, the least you could do is like the stream. And if you're not subbed, give us a sub like Shrimp Paste.
Can you give us your best
Valley
Valley Girl
Girl
accent?
Oh, look, it's Ariel.
Like, oh my God.
My God. Slap it, Jess.
My God. My God. Really? Look at that butt. Oh my God.
Yes. Ariel, HELWANI, and us.
Opinions are like assholes, some of them stink. Unless you use that bidet thingy, my bob. Just my opinion.
It's true.
Truth.
I used that bidet 3 times today, Jesse.
I heard.
Oh, my God.
You were like blasting that thing.
I had an issue today. Let me talk about this. And hashtag no sponsor. Because Lux, well, maybe down the road, they just followed us on Twitter.
Wonderful.
I'll give them the shout out anyway.
I'll handle that fatty for you, Moss.
Thank you, Chrome. Appreciate it. I'm going to see that's the thing. When you're of this celebrity status over here, you send your goons out to fight your battles because I'm not fighting anyone. I'm fighting. You know what I'm fighting? I'm fighting life. So I'm trying to stay alive. I'm 43 years old, for God's sakes. I'm just, every day is a win when I wake up.
Super chat.
Dino's Tech.
Have you seen a true difference in judging and referring? X, the draw between Cerrone and Price.
I thought that Cerrone Price was the right decision. I think that draw was correct. In fact, we called it live. I said it should be a draw. So I don't think that, but reffing has been pretty shitty, and judging's been terrible too. Well, one ref has been shitty, right? Wow, that was some yawn. You almost swallowed your whole mic in that yawn. You almost took it all in, the whole fucking shebang. What do you think about that? Have you noticed a big change, reffing, judging?
Not. I mean, I've noticed a big change in the reffing. The reffing has taken kind of a toll, but the judging feels like it's the same. Like you get like the really fair ones, and then of course you get the ones that are kind of hard to call. But I don't think the judging has really changed much. I think the reffing has definitely changed a lot. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the reffing right now.
I see controversy with one ref. Refs, there's always controversy
refs have been getting
with refs.
a lot of heat lately. All of them. Mark Goddard,
why,
Herb
though?
Dean. Oh, I don't know. I feel like people have decided to put a target on the refs because there's nothing else to pay attention to after the fight.
I think the reffing is the same. I think it's consistently inconsistent. You understand what I'm saying there, Jesse? I feel like it's inconsistent. Excuse me. It's consistently inconsistent when it comes to reffing. So I don't see much of a problem there besides one ref that the guy needs his head examined. But judging just sucks, period. And I think judging
I don't think the judging's gotten worse or better.
You know what? I'm going to say the judging did get worse because I think they're influenced by the commentators. I think they are.
Yeah. Because they can hear them better now, too.
Yeah.
But you know what? It just feels the same still. The judging still feels the same. You get like the really lopsided judges and you get the ones who are fair. I mean, I have not really felt a difference with the judging. I have felt a severe, I've noticed more draws. We have had more draws, but the reffing is where I've seen more of a change.
Super chat.
Judges shouldn't be allowed to hear the commentators.
Cerrone got robbed 2 fights in a row.
You think he got robbed?
Then wait, no, not the Nico Price fight.
My goodness.
Negative.
Well, the Pettis fight, some people are arguing. I think they got both of those fights right, and I was rooting for a Cowboy. But yeah, I think the Nico one, even though he turned it around at the end,
the Nico Price.
Nico fucked him up, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the eye poke, even Cowboy said it too. Cowboy says he's 5. It should be a 5-fight losing streak. So I mean, when you got the guy himself saying it,
Wonderful.
Mark.
But his new name is Ref Can't See a Fucking Thing.
Oh, that's his name. How does he do it 2 fucking fights in a row? I don't know. What's that guy's name?
Chris Tognini.
Chris Tognini.
Togolini.
Why are your legs? Your legs are. They feel like they're like 400 pounds right now. Why are they so heavy on me? Oh, because you're pressing against the table. Can you get later after the show? No problem. But right now, it feels like it's very heavy, and my leg feels.
Comfy.
Yeah, I could tell. All right. Thank you guys.
Tortellini.
Yeah, Tortellini. Chris Tortellini. All right. So what was the consensus here? Who is the underdog with the better shot?
I saw a lot of Błachowicz in the chat too, but there were a couple Costas trickling in.
All right. So take a vote in the chat. Which person as an underdog, Błachowicz or Costa, has a better shot at winning this Saturday? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious.
I've heard legends of them, bro. Chris Tione, JBH Legs, Yummy, Free Live Boxing on FS1. Judges called that correctly. It was a draw with point taken. They need to take points immediately for cock hits and eye pokes. Costa, Jan. No more warnings. Błachowicz, Costa. Jan has a better shot. Odds are so off. Jan, both will win. Polish Power, Błachowicz, Jan. But
Seems
I want Jan
split.
to win. Costa, Błachowicz.
Wow, that's really
Wonderful.
really mixed. I'm actually surprised.
Bring back Maz and Yama. At least they made sure you were all the way out before they stopped the fight. Ain't gonna be no premature stoppages with those two.
Oh,
That's
God.
true. Bring them back.
Maybe it's time to recycle. I mean, not recycle, new cycle the refs.
Well, I think for the most part, I think refs get a bad rap.
I agree.
You know, I think their job, no one would want their job. It's tough. It's a real tough job. It's not a rewarding job in any sport to be a ref. So to constantly shit on him is tough for me to do. With that being said, this sport, their lives, like these fighters' lives, are on the line. You know, not like baseball. Like if they blow like the tag at first, they blow that call. You can go to a replay. Everything's fixed. This one here, you're literally a punch away from dying.
Yeah.
So I would never want to be a ref in a combat sport. I don't know what to say about refs. I mean, they're a special breed. Okay. Let's move on in the news. All right. We're going to go there, huh?
All right. So Colby Covington says LeBron James.
Oh, the people don't want it. They're blocking. They're blocking. They don't want the story.
Bitch, you want a rivalry, then bring that weak shit over here. My moustache is way more epic than your little beard. I will raw dog your girlfriend and bring down a hellstorm on you. I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will fuck you up.
I thought you were gay. I thought Casey was gay.
Who is Casey from the A side?
I thought Casey was gay.
Oh, you talking? Is that I just realized that's the guy from MMA fighting.
Yeah, like the.
Did I just get
guy?
called out by the guy from MMA fighting?
He's like the dweeby.
He says
guy.
mustache.
I'm pretty sure he's gay.
I just got it. It took me a second. Oh my God, they're all the other channels out there are coming at us, Jesse.
Even the gay guys.
Even Casey, the A side,
God.
the gay side. My goodness.
God.
Yeah, does he have a nose ring?
No.
He looks like he would. Yeah, I think he does.
No.
He's got frosted hair and a nose ring. He
No.
does. Yeah, he does. What are you talking about?
No.
What do you mean no? Why would he not have a nose ring, that guy? That guy is fucking weird, man. It's a weird dude.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'm weird too, so it's all good. He's gonna raw dog you. with his
Jose
mustache.
Young is the nose ring. Casey's the dweeby guy. Casey,
No,
yeah.
Casey's got a fucking nose
No,
ring.
that's Jose.
Oh wait, that's what I'm thinking of.
Casey is the dweeby guy.
Who's
with
Casey?
with the pedo stash and the glasses, and he kind of sounds gay when he talks.
Oh shit! Wait, is that Esther Lynn's husband?
I don't know. Oh yes.
He's Esther Lynn's husband. Is that what you're talking about? There you go.
But
All
I'm
right,
pretty
thank
sure
you.
he's gay.
Oh fuck! I'm thinking of the other. Doesn't the other guy have a fucking nose ring too?
No.
Why would a guy have a nose ring?
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's the reason?
That's Casey Anthony's child. She is coming back from the dead.
Casey, what kind of fucking? How long ago did that? Casey Anthony. What year did that happen? That reference. I don't even think Jesse was born.
No, I was alive for the Casey. I remember the Casey Anthony.
Casey
songs.
Anthony.
I was
That's
in,
right.
I was
Thank
in
you.
high school.
Yo,
Casey
Joe's a member, baby. Thank you. Hell yeah, baby.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Shout out to the people tonight. You guys killing it with the donos and the membership.
Aw, super
Balance with the 10. Showing some balance here.
Adesanya is in the closet. His frustrated tone and hostility in interviews and conferences compared to his calm demeanor when near opponents backstage gives it away. He'll come out in the future. Crystal ball.
Do you think he's gay? Well, he's married. He is married, but that doesn't mean shit.
I think they're both gay. I think Jose Young is extremely gay.
No, Adesanya, you said.
And no, not Adesanya. And
Why would you
Casey
think he's
is
gay?
Gay. No, I
He
don't think-
dances.
No, Adesanya had a girlfriend.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit. I had a neighbor that was, I mean, this guy was gay as, what's the gayest thing you could think of? He's that gay.
Well,
I
like
mean, this
flamboyant gay?
guy floated out of his home. Went to get the paper. He's like, "Hey." Like he was one of the gays with that raspy voice. You know, raspy voice gay. He was that gay. Grab his paper. How you doing? Like that. His name was Ralph. And he had a wife and kids. Guy was fucking straight up. I mean, just come out of the fucking closet.
Flaming?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gay, just come out of the closet. Just go for it.
No,
now,
but
if
he might
Izzy-
not have been gay. There's a lot of straight people who just kind of seem gay. But I don't think that's the case with... Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, shit, Gary's gay. I forgot. Gary, I'm sorry. I apologize, Gary. We're not trying to... By the way, Gary, I'm not trying to make fun of you people.
Yes, we are.
I am
100% making fun.
I had this conversation with my mom, and I was saying that
I don't care about your feelings.
I am the type of human being that I observe things, right? And then I just make it into a joke. No matter what it is. I don't give a fuck what the hell the situation is. I observe it, and then just kind of mimic it and throw it out there as a joke, and then everyone gets all butthurt. But that's just me. I hate to break it to you. I don't know what you want me to do. There's nothing I can say. All right.
Yeah.
What are we talking about now? All right. Oh, we're going back to this? The people don't want it
No,
though.
there's way more donations.
Look at that. They're blocking another dono. $10.
I'm sick of these journalists complaining about Colby. They are overblowing it. It's not new in the fight game. It's mild in comparison to some of what boxers have said in press conferences.
Listen, Colby he has hard opinions on certain situations. He makes jokes and people think it's not, PC. But it's Colby Covington.
Well,
He's a fucking knucklehead.
It's not just media. I have some shit on Reebok coming in and saying
Reebok has nothing to do with the UFC though. They're done, aren't they?
No, they still have to finish out their contract. They still
Then how is Izzy with Puma then?
because it's his site
Wonderful,
sponsorship.
wonderful.
He can promote them on his social.
I want to
stuff.
fight KSI, Morgs, Jake and Logan Paul, and Mike Tyson. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get the Holes to 40k subs before end of the year.
Yes.
And like the video, you'll stop disliking. I subbed with 3 channels and like with all 3. Much love, Chris and JBH.
That's what we need you to do.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Like with all your channels.
Bring Drunk in as a ref. If he stops a fight prematurely, at least he will give them a shot before he restarts it.
Imagine Drunk just stumbling around the octagon, trying to chase the fighters.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
whacked.
stop it. Stop.
Oh, man, you can keep on coming up if you want. Oh, fuck. Drunk. Come on, baby. Let's go. Everyone hit the ones in the chat if you want Drunk to ref the fights. Now that's how I would like to watch. All right, let's see what they're complaining about. We
All
can't
right.
get to the story that people don't want to.
So remember Colby Covington, LeBron James. We're going back and forth for a little bit, Moss. Covington says James couldn't last 10 seconds with him after the NBA player jumps to star's defense.
Yeah, he's gonna fight. Isn't LeBron like 7 foot tall? Like how he's a big dude. Can Colby's like what 6'1", right? He can fight. LeBron James
Pillow
hasn't
hands.
proved that he can fight, but he is like a 6'5". Like isn't he like 300 pounds or some shit? Like he's a monster.
Yeah, they wouldn't even be in the same weight class, Moss.
Well, not weight class. I'm just saying like if you're just looking at like for instance, you go to a club, right, or a bar, and they have the bouncer at the door. Usually it's a 6'5". It could be a fat slob. It could be a big muscular guy. But bouncers have bouncer strength.
Yes.
No matter how good you are at fighting, they have
But
bouncer
they're
strength.
trained through agencies and stuff.
They're not trained.
Yes, they are.
Listen, I've been to places. Trust me, they're not trained.
Yes.
They just have fucking
Wonderful,
bizarre
wonderful.
bouncer strength.
6'9", 250-pound super athlete. Yeah, I'm sure Colby is just going to ragdoll him.
Yeah,
I
I'm
let the retards buy into some shit like that.
Vigo Jr. Wow, it's his son, Vigo Jr. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like as much as I would love to see Colby throw LeBron James around, because I don't like LeBron.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a Piston fan. Why would I like LeBron? But I can't see a larger than life human being that just happens to be one of the best athletes on the planet, like just get ragdolled by Colby. Can you see that? But then again, I've seen basketball players fight, and it's really embarrassing.
Why are we even talking?
Well, listen, this is more important.
So ridiculous.
This is more important than the stupid story. Who would win in a fucking fight? Fuck your story. Who
LeBron
wins?
James would just crack him in half.
Yeah, but here's the
He
thing.
just has to pick him up and snap him on his knee.
Initially, I would say, okay, LeBron is this big, monstrous athlete. How is Colby going to ragdoll him?
Would stand the best chance. Well, he pillow hands, so it's not like he can knock the guy out.
But yeah, you ever see NBA fighters fight? It looks like when you're in the cafeteria and you see the two girls fighting at the lunchroom, like at the table, and they're just pulling each other's head, like, eh! Like NBA fighters, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just got these long arms that could go from court to one side of the court to the other side of the court. It's just ridiculous. That's why they don't have fighting. Like in hockey, they have fighting. They don't have it in NBA
Wonderful,
because
wonderful.
half the punches will miss. They'll pull each other's hair.
Drunk doesn't drink anymore. He's a pussy magnet now. He has put down the bottle and has been on the prowl for that pussy.
Oh, good.
So thank you, Crow. So here's the problem here. I'm torn. I don't know who wins now. Who would win?
Moss, is this really a question in your
Yes,
head?
we need to get to the bottom of this here. Who
Oh
would
my
win in a
God.
fight? A behemoth like athlete that's just chiseled out of stone. Is he 6'9"? You got to think LeBron wins, right? But what? Basketball players can't fight, so who wins?
This is such a stupid question.
Jesse, who wins?
I feel retarded answering
Because you
this
don't
question.
know.
I would say Colby because he has the experience in the cage.
Okay. but not a cage. Just like a fight.
I don't
Fight
think
to
it would
the death.
matter. I still think Colby would put it to good use.
They're on the street, right? Colby's got his dopey MAGA hat on. LeBron's got his fucking hair plugs.
Oh man.
They meet up. Colby pulls one of his hair plugs out and is like, "You ain't gonna do anything, Junior," and fucking slaps him with his MAGA hat. Next thing you know, Colby shoots for a takedown, right? And LeBron, 6'9", can just fucking pick him up and throw him across the road. Like, I mean, why couldn't LeBron, as if Colby goes in for a takedown on LeBron, couldn't LeBron just pick him up with his gigantic hands and fucking fling him like King Kong style? Like, just fucking take him, drag him up to the top of the Empire State Building and just throw him down? Like, can't that happen?
I guess, yeah.
Who would win? Think about this. We got to get... come on, chat. Help me out here. Who wins this fight?
Stephen Pulaski says LeBron doesn't fight. Ruben Rivera says nah. James Odgers says Colby would die. Drunk Savage, Carper Tom. Harry says it don't work that way. D Mula is laughing in the chat. Vigo says racist. Eddie says 170 Colby versus heavyweight LeBron. Even I can't even read all that. That's too much, man.
Wonderful.
Here comes Mark.
My Pillow is sponsoring Colby's next fight. Drunk would call slap nuts instead low blow for a stoppage.
Stop it, slap nuts. The fight's over, slap nuts. Break it up.
Slap nuts.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I don't know who wins. I'm going back and forth. Colby should win. He's the trained athlete,
So
the trained fighter. But LeBron is just so much bigger. You know? He's just, I mean, LeBron could just take his hand, put it on Colby's fucking head, and Colby would just be like, he wouldn't be able to get him. He'd just hold him right in place. What is Colby gonna do? what would he do? We need to. All right, you know what? How do we see this fight? LeBron, can you fucking do something here? I don't know. He's too busy making Space Jam. All right, what's this story about? Do we need to talk about it, or?
I feel like you're doing everything you can not to. So
Okay, give it to me.
Covington took to Twitter on Monday to say that the Los Angeles Lakers star couldn't last 10 seconds with him after several NBA players took aim at him on social media for calling James a spineless coward after his fight with Tyron Woodley. Covington tweeted, quote, LOL, at the snowflakes that believe King James could even last 10 seconds with me. If that coward had the balls or the ability to kick anyone's ass, Delonte West would have lost his teeth long before his meth habit.
That's actually a pretty funny line. I got to give it to Colby.
Covington was referencing a rumor from 2010 that alleged that West, James's former teammate, had an affair with James's mother. The trash talking began on Saturday after Covington beat Woodley in 5 rounds by way of TKO. While James himself didn't respond, several NBA players jumped to his defense. Kevin Durant said, "Who's this again?" Orlando Magic's Michael Carter Williams commented on the same post saying, "Weird how no one tells him to stick to fighting." Houston Rockets' Austin Rivers added, "Why though?" Covington, a public supporter of Trump, was called by the president during the post-match interview to congratulate him on his latest feat. Trump said, "I'm proud of you, man. I'm a big fan, and I'm proud of you. You're tough. You have the right spirit." Now this leads in to more backlash.
Who's crying now?
From Israel Adesanya, Leon Edwards, and other black athletes calling out Colby Covington's racist and disgusting
All right, what
comments.
did Izzy say? I got to hear what Izzy said.
All right. And that's all the way up, Moss. According to MMA Fighting, Colby Covington is no stranger to making controversial statements, but the always outspoken welterweight has received a lot of blowback in the wake of his comments he made toward Kamaru Usman and Tyron Woodley this past weekend.
Wonderful.
Drunk.
Royce Gracie used to ragdoll bigger guys, so why do people think it's impossible for Colby to do the same? LeBron is too much of a pussy to step into a man's world, so who cares? Keep playing your children's games and playing with your balls.
I would agree. But I mean, 6'9", like 300 pounds, like even if if Colby tried to shoot, like you got to think LeBron could just grab him by the shoulders or his head and just snuff him back. Like he could just take his head and just fucking snuff it right back down. Like, dude, what are you doing? You know? You got to think.
Wonderful.
I would beat the shit out of LeBron and Colby. Just don't kick me in the legs.
There you go. It's crazy, man. I don't know. We got to figure it out. We got to get to the bottom of this. Who the hell wins? All right, what did Adesanya say? This guy would definitely beat up Colby.
You're going to want to pause for this one, Moss.
No. Let him come in. The people need to speak.
There's a lot.
That's all right.
Okay.
They're funny.
Following his win over Woodley at UFC Vegas 11, Covington called the former champ a communist and a Marxist, adding that he hates America. Covington also took aim at Black Lives Matter, saying the movement is standing up for lifelong criminals and it's a complete sham and a joke. Earlier in the night, during his post-fight interview on ESPN, Covington got into a heated war of words with Usman, who was working on the broadcast that night. After receiving a call from Donald Trump on the air, Covington then decided to insult Usman, who originally hails from Nigeria, during an insult-filled exchange.
Can we fast forward to what Adesanya said?
Yes, but that's amongst this entire article.
Yeah, we know.
It's like a needle in a haystack.
It's right there. I see it right there. It shows the landscape right over there. Yeah, just give me what I said. We've heard this a million times. Like, we know what he
UFC
said.
middleweight champion Israel Adesanya believes the problem goes much deeper than the subject of good or bad taste when addressing Covington's comments.
Super
It's getting juicy. Justin.
Colby about to get blacked, lol.
You think LeBron blacks Colby? Maybe. That would suck for Colby, huh?
Adesanya said when speaking to MMA Fighting, quote, "It just shows you the landscape of the media, what it is right now. I made a joke about dropping Yoel Romero like the Twin Towers, and everyone lost their mind. Even if I said it was a joke and it was pretty funny, but people took it as I was being offensive and digging, but I was making a joke. This guy has directly insulted my culture, my brother, and many other cultures and stuff, and no one says anything.
Wait, hold on.
But it just shows you a mirror, to you guys. So yeah, I don't really care if more Usman broke his jaw.
Is this guy? Is he mentally ill? Is he all right?
Hakeem Dawodu also.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Pause. How do you just brush past? Did you hear what he said?
Yes.
What do you think about what he said?
No comment.
No comment. Is that why he kept on
It's not
speaking?
my place to give an opinion.
Well, I'm gonna give you my fucking opinion. Okay. Listen, he just said that everyone's freaking out about 9/11, right? Everyone's freaking out.
He made a joke a while back about 9/11. Everyone freaked out about it.
So he doesn't understand that. But it's okay.
But he's saying, basically what he's saying is, how come I can't make a joke about something and everyone freaks out, but then when Colby Covington makes a joke
he's
about
contradicting himself
and race, that everyone freaks out about.
Oh my God. Could you imagine being upset, right, about saying something, and people are complaining to Colby? People are fucking. There's articles everywhere. Everyone's freaking out about Colby Covington, just like they freaked out with you about 9/11. I think everything should be good to go. I think that everything should be on limits. Let's make fun of it all. Have just fun. Let's just laugh at life. Terrible things have happened. But making a comment about 9/11 and not understanding why people got upset about that, and then saying, well, I'm upset about fucking the whole race thing, you're contradicting everything. Everything. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Where is he going with this? It's crazy.
That's what he said.
And does he think that what he said is better than what Colby said?
No, that's not what he said. That's not even what he
implied.
implied.
He's kind of insinuating it.
No, he's not.
Okay,
He never even implied that.
But you could understand how people would angle that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's making it worse.
Yeah, listen, I understand where you're going, but he didn't imply that what he said was better. He's saying he doesn't understand why he makes a joke and he gets lit on fire. But
maybe
Covington
because it was a
joke,
terrible terrorist attack
but
that
he
killed...
feels that it was a terrible attack on culture and his people.
Okay, and what did Colby say? Again, that was a terrible attack on his people?
There were two things. One was towards Usman, about the fire smoke signals, and then the other one, he was calling Woodley a communist and a Marxist, and that BLM movement is standing up for lifelong criminals and a complete sham and a joke.
So people are calling Trump Hitler. Like, people legit all over online calling Trump Hitler. So by him calling Tyron a communist, that makes him public enemy number one?
No, he's saying he was trying to shit on the BLM movement and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
So everyone's in an
Adesanya,
uproar.
you expose yourself, man. Dude,
No,
listen.
Adesanya's upset about the comments made to Usman.
Keep your mouth shut, Izzy. Keep your mouth shut. Listen, I understand. He has a cause. He goes for the Black Lives Matter. That's awesome.
No.
But
He's upset about the comments made to Usman. Other people are upset about the comments made to BLM with Woodley.
Okay.
Colby made two different comments. Adesanya's upset about the Usman
why
comments.
is Adesanya upset? Why?
Because he is from Nigeria and feels that Colby Covington was attacking his culture
So
and his brother.
the people that died at 9/11, it's fine?
I'm just telling you where he's coming from. That's it.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm not making an opinion.
Oh my God. I am making an opinion. I am making an opinion right now. This needs to fucking stop. You can't complain, well, I can't say anything about 9/11 and then fucking throw a pitchfork at Colby Covington because he fucking said something that was a touchy subject for you. What the fuck? This is stupid. This needs to fucking stop. He was complaining about sensitivity and now he's fucking complaining. Like, this is dumb. God, I want Costa to knock this guy out.
Well, Hakeem Dawodu also had something to say, Moss. He said, I found them extremely rude and racist. I'm kind of surprised he's allowed to talk free like that. You know, everyone's allowed to talk freely, but I took offense to it. It's crazy that it's comments like that causing more and more of a divide amongst the people. So that's how he gets down, but I'm not really with that, and I took offense to that for sure. That's racist. They were almost worried about my walkout song, and he's going to be saying stuff like that, and that's crazy, especially on such a big stage. I feel like that's only going to promote more and more divide and cause more and more issues. He's got the president calling him, backing him up on that. I don't really appreciate it, and that's how it is, I guess.
Okay, so he does
There's
say
more.
something that makes sense, though.
There's more people.
Listen, there's one thing I do agree with him with.
This
And
is Dawodu. Yes.
Okay, the president calling Colby Covington was a huge mistake. Huge.
Okay.
Huge mistake for the president. And honestly, I don't think the president knew he was on air because you had Megan O'Leary's telling Colby Covington, make sure you let the president know you're on air, right?
Okay.
And Colby never said anything. So I think this is a mistake.
The president didn't say anything
it's
about
I know, but
his
it's a
comments.
misplay. It's a misplay because the president backing a guy and then the guy proceeds to
He was
say
backing
these
his
things.
fight, his success in the fight. He was not backing anything Colby
Looks
Covington
bad.
was saying in the post-fight press conference.
I don't agree with it, okay? I don't agree with any of that bullshit, but I could see how it's a misplay by Trump, for sure. So here's the thing. Okay. This is why I didn't want to dabble into this stuff. Because
Well,
honestly,
it's in the news, so it's got to be addressed.
it sounds like a bunch of children saying, if he can do it, then I can do it. And if this one said this, then I can say that. It's like fucking kids just acting like big babies. That's what they're doing over here. It's crazy. And we are divided.
Let me
It's
ask you a
so
question.
fucking stupid.
When Adesanya made the 9/11 comments, did it bother you?
No. And I was there for 9/11. I was there.
I was just wondering.
9/11 was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. And by the way, I've seen it. Did you see the slavery? Did you see it? No. I seen fucking 9/11. I've seen the fucking buildings drop, and I didn't fucking go crazy about the joke. I seen it with my own fucking eyes. You didn't see slavery? What the fuck? Shut up. This is stupid. Sensitivity is retarded right now. Enough's enough. We need to stop with this. Stop complaining about everything. Let's all come together, watch some great fights. Let's all fucking love each other and stop it. Colby Covington's an idiot. He's a straight up fucking idiot. That's what it is. All right? And taking this serious, what numbnuts Colby says, whether it's funny or not, and taking it to heart. Come on, dude. A guy that fucking made fun of 9/11 is fucking complaining and crying?
All right, I have more people though. Wait.
Ridiculous, man.
You can't target just one person. There's multiple people who have their opinions, and they have a right to their opinion, Moss. Now, Sijara Eubanks, UFC
crazy.
bantamweight contender, appreciates that the promotion gives the athletes a platform where they are allowed to speak their minds without being censored. That said, she doesn't believe fighters should just get away with making racist comments without being called out for it. Here's what she said. She said, let's be real first and foremost. It wasn't unfortunate. It was a flat-out racist what Colby was saying. It was racist, it was disgusting, and quite frankly disappointing. But
All
at
right,
the
listen,
same time...
I'm done. I
You
don't want to talk about
didn't even hear what the rest of them said.
I don't want to even give this attention because honestly, by us talking about this story, what this is doing is this is dividing more people. There are people probably arguing in the chat. There are us getting, all crazy about this whole situation.
I'm not.
I do not want to talk about this shit anymore. There is no more Black Lives Matter. No more fucking politics. Let's stop. Enough. This is literally killing my brain cells.
You look like you're going to have a heart
I
attack.
can't fucking take this anymore. This is a place for fucking escape. This is not a place to fucking showcase what this fucking moron's saying or Colby Covington saying. Enough's enough. We move on. Next story. Let's talk about the fights, man. Like, seriously. Like, I could joke around over and over about this, but someone's going to get upset about it. Listen, I'm preaching the truth here. And the truth is this. Society needs to stop. Everyone is too fucking
we could just
sensitive.
give the news without giving opinions, though. You don't have to give
No,
your opinion.
listen, I give opinion. You know why?
That's
Because
why
I'm
people
fucking,
get upset.
I'm the
It's not-
truth. I'm the fucking truth. I'm the fucking truth. I'm the person that's fucking
Oh my
speaking
God.
fact right over here. And I'm not afraid to say it. Black Lives Matter is a fucking joke. The media is a joke. The election's a joke. This is all a fucking joke. Let's move on. The fucking coronavirus, joke. Move on.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's be honest. Royce beat a bunch of fat guys that were built like Roy Nelson. LeBron is 6 feet 8 inches 260 and one of the most athletic human beings to ever walk this planet and is strong as heel. Dude is built like a pit bull and can run and jump like a gazelle.
What do you think about that? And yeah, going back on the thing, Colby versus LeBron, it's a fascinating subject on who would win in that fight. I mean, that's what we should be talking about. Keaton, thank you for the sub. Thank you everyone for joining us. But listen, it's fucking enough's enough. I listen. Maybe if you want to keep talking about this, you can keep talking about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it and not get hyped up when you're not giving your opinion.
How could you sit here as a host of a show, the greatest show on YouTube, and just keep your mouth shut when you see everything crumbling down around you?
Sorry,
Bunch of soy
Colby
boys.
fans, he will never be to Smond low lever.
That's true.
Honestly,
I'm with you, Izzy.
because I don't really give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck?
I really don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, you live in a world where everyone's gonna have different opinions. Like, for you to get upset because someone has
I'm
a
not
different
upset,
opinion
though.
than you,
Here's the
you're
thing.
getting pretty hyper.
No, I am not upset. I am the voice of reason.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I am.
Good for you. All I'm saying
God.
is it's pretty easy to not get upset and just give the news
Yeah?
and not have to.
And
Throw your
roll
opinion out
over and just listen
Who's
to...
rolling over?
Listen,
You're just delivering the news,
fuck
Chris.
Izzy. Fuck. You know what? You want to defend this shit and talk about this
I'm
shit?
not defending
by
anything.
By us talking about this, okay? By us giving this thing a stage, we are contributing to the problem. You are contributing to the problem.
I'm just reading the news.
Let's move on. How many people want to talk about fucking sports? How many people want to talk about MMA right now? Let's go, people. Let me know in the chat, or you want to keep on arguing about Black Lives Matter, about fucking MAGA and all that bullshit. Fuck this. Fuck this shit, man. This shit's fucking garbage. I'm sick of this. I am making it. I'm right now. What's today's date? Today is.
I think you're a little dramatic.
Today is. No, I'm giving content, Jesse. Take notes. 23rd. The 23rd of September. On this day, we stop talking about politics. We stop talking about agendas. We stop talking about any of this bullshit that's going on in the election. We talk about MMA. We got a great fucking card this weekend. Let's not talk about LeBron James and Colby Covington. Are they fighting? Nope, not fighting. Move on. Next story. Oh. Fuck. I don't want to talk. How many Colby stories are there? Ah, I'm dying.
Before you turn into a drama queen, those technically weren't Colby stories. They were on Dana White and
Black Lives Matter.
Reebok.
Yeah, I see it.
responding. So.
All right, I am done. Here we go. Let's talk about Chimaev. Let's talk about this guy over here. Jesus Christ, every fucking story is about this shit. You can't escape it. You go on Facebook, you go on MMA media, MMA fighting. It's crazy. Man, I know, I see right through that shit. That's correct. It's ridiculous, man. I feel like, don't you feel like this cancel culture and all this bullshit that's going on, don't you feel like it's frying your brain?
I really don't care enough to pay attention.
Well, if you decide to have a family, you probably should care.
Well, I don't care right now.
All right.
I'm just enjoying my life.
Let's talk about Rat Lip. Here we go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful Chrome.
This is why you need to vote for me. Hashtag Chrome 2020. As president, none of this racism will exist because I will eliminate anyone who talks about it. You want to end racism, eliminate it.
There you go.
kill innocent black or white, you die. You talk about it, you die.
I like that. I'm going to vote for Chrome. He'll kill everybody. I'm down. Take him out. All right, come on, Jess. Let's pick up the pace here. We got Ratlip, Chimaev, and he's talking about Adesanya's calling him out. What's this about?
No, Adesanya's not calling him out. He's saying that Adesanya's comments about him being a rat lip and stuff like that is going to cost Adesanya his belt.
Super chat.
You think Game Bread. Oh my
Can't
God.
wait for Khamzat to smash Izzy.
Man.
Izzy can't run.
Do you think Khamzat, like I am on the Khamzat train, not at 185. What do you think, Jeff? I know you're Izzy versus the world. Like you'll pick Izzy over God. But do you think, what's Khamzat's chances? What do you think?
Slim to none.
Yeah. I don't know if Khamzat can he. I believe that Khamzat at 170 is a big problem for that weight class. And at 185, he did it against Meerschaert. Meerschaert's not anything special. I would like to see him concentrate on 170, get it done, try to get the strap over there, and if he does, then move up. That's what I would like to see. So talking about Izzy right now just doesn't. It's too murky. I think we're jumping too far ahead. What do you think? Do you think that's a discussion at this point?
No. Not in the least bit.
Yeah. And he's got his hands full of Costa.
According to MMA Fighting, Israel Adesanya puts his UFC middleweight title on the line in the main event of Saturday's fights. Chimaev, who improved to 3-0 in just 66 days as a UFC fighter when he stopped Gerald Meerschaert in 17 seconds earlier in the month in Las Vegas, vowed to one day stop both UFC champs Kamaru Usman and Adesanya. When the last stylebender said he doesn't even know the guy, referring to him as the rat lip, what appeared to have struck a nerve with the undefeated Russian prospect. Chimaev wrote on social media, quote, "What do you said about me? It will cost you your belt if you're still the champion. Good luck." Chimaev, who's 9-0 professionally, made his octagon debut in July and demolished John Phillips in a middleweight bout, stopping him in the second round. The 26-year-old returned 10 days later to take on Rhys McKee in a lightweight contest, scoring another one-sided finish. Adesanya, who's 19-0, unbeaten in 8 UFC appearances since February 2018, said on a media day Wednesday in Abu Dhabi that he's not looking past Costa, but expects his next title defense to be against Jared Cannonier should he beat Robert Whittaker on October 24th.
So Chimaev, we did a poll to the community over here. Let's just go check that out real quick. Chimaev, we're discussing, is he the real deal? Is he not the real deal? And the people of the MMA-Holes pretty much it's like a landslide. They're going Chimaev all day. They're thinking he's the real deal. Now, like I said, 170 kind of makes sense. Oh, look at the vote. Wow, that's close. What the fuck? Costa's in the lead. Keep voting over here in the community section. I'm curious, Izzy or Paulo? Oh my goodness.
Wonderful.
That took me.
Mixed martial artist versus basketball player. Colby will pick up LeBron and dump him in his head. His hairline will move back like the San Andreas Fault. Ground and pound.
All right, so you got Colby for the win. That's LeBron's hairline. Thank you. So look at this. Khamzat. 1,000 people voted.
Super chat.
79% say he's the real deal.
Izzy runs around and gets split wins. Khamzat wins.
Wow. So you can't run from Khamzat?
I disagree.
Man, people are really riding it. I think Khamzat's good. I don't know. At 185, I'm skeptical. But 170, I'm in. I think Khamzat at 170 is deadly. I don't know if he beats Usman, but he's gonna make a nice push. So, all right, so they're saying that, but let's go back to this. This kind of stole my attention. Are you shocked, Jesse? I'm going to refresh this thing. That the community is picking Paulo Costa right now as it stands.
No, I think people want to see Adesanya fall. I mean, no, I'm not shocked at all.
Wow. I guess this is why the betting lines are closer. You got two fighters that are undefeated. I made my case earlier with Paulo Costa. As much as I would love to see him win, I don't think he really stands a chance. I think Israel Adesanya has all the tools to dismantle Costa. He can beat him any way he wants. And Paulo Costa, who did he fight? You know, I showed you guys before. I'll show you again. Wow, I'm shocked how close it is. That's pretty wild. Look at his fights over here. You got Yoel Romero, the unanimous decision. It was a war. I think Yoel won that fight. You got Uriah.
Wonderful.
Chrome.
What's up with all these twinks in the chat? Got to a bunch of bitches in that hoe lately. Shut up, I'm the king of this shit. All of you bitches can suck my dick from the back.
Man, Chrome going hard on the chat. Damn. Well, listen, people get fired up, man. You got about 500 people watching. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. We're fired up. We got a big fight coming Saturday. Some hot topics and hot takes. Everyone's got an opinion to display over there. And thank you again, Chrome. So, yeah, Uriah Hall getting the job done. I mean, getting the job done over Uriah. Uriah Hall did great in the first round. And then goes to round 2, not so much. But is Uriah that great? I mean, I like Uriah. I'm a fan of Uriah. But Is he a champion? No. Johnny Hendricks, the former 170 champion, then all of a sudden fell apart after the whole USADA thing. And what was it? The whole IV situation. Ever since that IV situation, they yanked that from them. Johnny Hendricks was never the same. But look who he's fought. Like, pretty much no one besides Yoel. And I think Yoel won that fight. So, being, like, looking at him and saying, well, he's fantastic to look at. Muscles on top of muscles. He's a specimen. He lives La Vida Loca. To say that he's going to win this fight is tough. We've seen more from Izzy, who just dismantled. I mean, not the Romero fight. The Romero fight, let's just forget that thing because I didn't know they were dancing that night. But Robert Whittaker, he just picked apart in his home country. It's enough for me to say, okay, I'm in. Now, Kelvin Gastelum, yes, he was a welterweight. And you have Anderson Silva at the end of his career. So I had the argument before that. But look at Derek Brunson. I mean, Derek Brunson's a guy that's pushing back. Looking a little bit better. So, I mean, the record, if you're looking at undefeated fighters, Izzy beat tougher guys.
Wonderful,
and the toughest guy
wonderful.
Costa beat, Izzy beat too.
Attention participants, ESPN Plus will be acquiring the MMA-Holes channel and trademark and will be redirecting the stream to the OnlyFans platform effective October 1st, 2020.
That's true,
Have
actually.
a wonderful evening.
No, wonderful, wonderful
We weren't
evening.
supposed to tell anyone.
That's actually the truth, and you've just let the cat out of the bag early.
Wonderful, wonderful.
By the way, Jesse, if you want to watch the fights, this is how you do it, right? Tell them.
ESPN Plus, link in the description. Watch the fights live with us. UFC 253 coming up this Saturday. We will be live for the entire card. If you want to watch with the MMA Holes, your fight buddies, ESPN Plus, link in the description.
All right, yeah, down below, click it, get the deals. Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, all the fights are on there, so click the link down below. If you're going to buy the pay-per-view, click that link down below. Help out the MMA Holes and be wonderful, wonderful. By the way, we ordered it already. We ordered the fights already. We're ready to go. We're going to be live Saturday night. I can't wait for this card. Our friend William Knight's fighting on the card, so looking very much forward to that. But, you know, Costa versus Adesanya is going to be a debate that we're going to have. Until the fights happen, I'm going to refresh this. And let's see. Izzy took the lead. Let's see if he's still in the lead. Look, he's still in the lead. So Izzy took the lead back, but we're literally 50-50. Creamy. All right, Jesse, what's the next story?
Khamzat Chimaev again tells Stephen Thompson to leave Leon Edwards alone and issues his own challenge, kind of leading into something you were talking about, Moss.
I love it.
Khamzat Chimaev, according to MMA Fighting, decided to step on Stephen Thompson's first ever social media call-out on Tuesday. Earlier in the day, Wonderboy doubled down on his interest to face Leon Edwards via Twitter, a request he made in a recent interview with MMA Fighting. The tweet said, quote, "All due respect to Leon Edwards, which I have a lot for you. I have been saying I would like to fight you for a while now. It makes sense and would be a great matchup. I think that was my first Twitter call-out ever. Man, that felt weird." Around 10 hours later, the undefeated Chimaev, days after his impressive 17-second knockout win over Gerald Meerschaert at UFC Vegas 11, called an audible by challenging Thompson to a fight instead. He tweeted, quote, "We fighting next. Let's go. Leave alone." And then he put emojis of a dog or a wolf. Chimaev has burst onto the UFC scene with 3 finishes in a 66-day span. Boers finished John Phillips with a Darce choke in the second round of his knockout or his octagon debut at UFC on ESPN 13 in July before turning around 11 days later with his first round TKO win over Rhys McKee. The 26-year-old has earned his 3rd straight performance bonus following his one-punch KO over a 44-fight veteran in Meerschaert. Although tentatively on the books per UFC President Dana White, a matchup between Chimaev and former title challenger Damian Maia was being targeted for November, but as of now, the fight is not yet signed, and White said it's possible the prospect could even be booked for another fight before Maia. Thompson, meanwhile, is looking to return to action for the first time since a unanimous decision win over Vicente Luque at UFC 244 in November. When speaking with MMA Fighting, he said Chimaev is certainly on his radar as the standout continues his meteoric rise in both the middleweight and welterweight divisions.
Okay, here we go. Let's talk about this over here.
Wonder Boy, what are the secrets of your powers?
Haven't played that in a while. Okay, There's a reason why Stephen Thompson, when I first saw this, and I like this fight a lot. I think this would be fun. Chimaev versus Thompson. You got Thompson's tactical striking versus a Chimaev who can do it on the feet or the ground. If he brings it down to the ground, let's see if Wonderboy, I mean, he's been in situations where he's gotten back up. It would be a fascinating matchup. Stephen Thompson should not take this fight. I mean, for many reasons, he should not take this fight. But the one reason that really sticks out, and let's go to Tapology, I'll show you. Stephen Thompson. Wow, why am I in caps locks? I'm typing like I'm typing like Eddie Machete.
Machete.
All right, how do I get to his fucking Tapology? What the fuck's happening? That's not
Just
the
type in Wonder Boy.
Yeah, Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy. All right, give it to me. There he is. Oh, shut you.
Why
There's
did you?
I don't know. I just thought the first one would be the actual real one.
Oh, man.
Let's try this again. We need a Jamie.
There you go.
Jamie, pull it up. All right, here's Stephen Thompson, who is, 15-4-1. Guy's been around for a while. It's actually was one of the first guys we've had on this show. Yeah, the Luque fight was a redeeming fight for Stephen Thompson, but he came off the fight with Jorge Masvidal after that whole Tyron Woodley back-to-back fight thing. He was right there for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Then he beats Masvidal. I was in the building for that. Bisping versus St. Pierre, UFC 217. Terrible fight, but he beats Jorge. Puts him right back in the mix. So what does the UFC do? They throw him Darren Till, right? An up-and-coming Darren Till, and then they say, go fight him in London. Like, Darren Till was just a hype train at that time.
Right.
Stephen Thompson took that fight. I remember, I think it was short notice, if I'm not mistaken. He just took it on a whim, gamble, and then lost the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He loses to Anthony Pettis, gets knocked out for the first time ever against a smaller Anthony Pettis, and now here we go, we're on a two-fight skid. A guy that was like right in the mix that could get a title shot again at any time. He beats Vicente Luque in a masterful performance, very good fight, and now we're like, oh, hey, Wonder Boy's got something left. To take a fight against Chimaev would be suicide.
I agree.
Would be absolute suicide. Not
Stephen
saying he's going to
Thompson's
lose,
great. Yeah, but I agree with you. I think here's the thing. I can't say I agree because I already said I'm not on the hype yet. So there's every possibility that Stephen Thompson lasts through and picks apart a decision. But if I were to go based off of what I've seen so far. Now, here's the thing, too, though, that we have to keep in mind, and we've mentioned this in the last show, that Chimaev hasn't really fought top-tier fighters yet. And Stephen Thompson might be a little bit of a higher-level competition. Maybe not the highest-level competition. Might not be as tough as other people that he could be fighting, but a little higher than what he's received so far, which could make it a little more competitive for Chimaev. So I wouldn't sleep on Thompson too quick.
No, I'm not sleeping on him. What I'm saying is it would be the dumbest move by Stephen Thompson. He already made that dumb move against Till. He should have never took that fight. I remember. And then Till missed weight. Till missed weight in that fight, too. On top of it, Wonderboy should have won that fight. They got the decision wrong, in my opinion. Till missed weight in that fight. Wonderboy did not. It wasn't short notice. It was Till missed weight, and Wonderboy still took the fight. Yes. And everyone was saying that was a dumb move by him. Yeah. So Wonderboy made a lot of mistakes taking that fight in Till's backyard.
I remember that fight was a little difficult to watch, too.
Yeah.
Because they were just trying to jab each other apart.
So for it was a terrible fight. For a Wonderboy to actually take this fight against Chimaev, not saying he would lose, he might, but not saying he would lose, it just doesn't make sense if you're a Wonderboy fan or if you're a Wonderboy. So I think it would be a very dumb decision. Now, if he goes in there and takes it, it's a badass. I mean, I give him all the respect in the world. It's a complete badass move, but I don't think it's a smart strategic move. Leon Edwards would make totally more sense. Or a rematch with Jorge would never happen, no.
I do think it's pretty ballsy of Chimaev to tell Wonderboy to forget about Leon Edwards. Kind of like throwing Edwards, away. And any possibility that Edwards has of moving up, just kind of throwing him to the side so that he could step in and steal someone's dance partner.
I tell you what, Roberto Lopez has been listening to Max Kellerman a little bit too much. He says, wrong, Chimaev is the A-side right now. Listen, Roberto, thank you for your support. I appreciate your continuous support on the show. But
casual.
If you're a Wonder Boy and you want a title shot, right? Why not fight the guys up top? Why take a fight against an up-and-comer that's going to skip the line? It already didn't work out for you. Why would you do that? Come on, Roberto. Come on.
Your arms are shaking the camera.
I know. I gotta drill a hole. No, I gotta drill a hole in that.
Izzy would get destroyed if he came forward. He had to counter Costa not that many ways. I think he might circle right into a big shot like a body kick.
So Crazy HD thinks that Costa might get it done. What do you think, Jess?
I'm sorry.
You zoned out.
I'm not feeling it great.
It's okay.
Izzy would get destroyed if he came forward. He had to counter Costa. Not that many ways. I think he might circle right. No, I disagree with that. I don't think Izzy would get destroyed. Costa, listen, Izzy likes opponents that move forward, and also Izzy has incredible counter striking, and he's very technical. And I think a lot of people are not taking this into account. And they did the same thing when he fought Gastelum, and they're like, "Oh, Gastelum won." But if you watch the striking that Izzy put to the test there, and he did the same thing with Robert Whittaker, who hardly ever got friggin' clipped. The last time Robert Whittaker got clipped against a technical striker was Wonder Boy. And people were doing the same thing. And I think you guys are trying to have that same mentality leading into this Costa fight. And I think it's gonna really gear you guys wrong. It really is. I think this is a really big mistake if you think that Costa moving forward is going to be bad for Izzy. Izzy's going to play off this like it's nothing.
It drives me nuts that I agree with you. Because I really want to find the story on, the way that Costa wins this fight. Like everyone said, puncher's chance, 4-ounce gloves, anything can happen. That's why we're watching 2 undefeated fighters. But I feel like we're all getting blinded by this man looking like Superman, 13-0. The fight with Yoel was fire. I think we're all getting blinded by the razzle-dazzle of Costa. But we have more evidence that Adesanya will win this fight. So basically, if you're picking Costa, I'm just going to be honest with you. You're just hoping that Costa wins. I don't think you're logically putting it together. If you put the facts on the table, just saying Costa is going to knock him out is just it's a gamble. Mm-hmm. And listen, you're a fan. You have every right to gamble. That's what's great about this sport. You never know. Underdogs win all the time. But there's a reason why he's the underdog, even though it's not by much. I think he should be a bigger underdog in this fight, to be honest. Izzy's probably going to take this. But look at this poll, man. It is tight.
But I expected it to be this balanced, to be honest. I really expect this. Because Costa,
undefeated.
Well, and Costa is going to be an incredible competition for Izzy. I don't know why everybody thinks that because it's exactly what you said. It's because Costa's undefeated. And people are going to think that he's going to retain that streak.
What else I noticed about Adesanya is he's another one of those fighters, kind of like John Jones, where he plays to his opponent. He is not stupid. His fight IQ is there. The guy is, and it seems like he's ahead of the game. Like it seems like he's always thinking one step ahead. I hate the fact that I'm sucking off Adesanya right now because if anyone, OGs know, I have been fucking shitting on Izzy for a while. And maybe me on Adesanya, maybe I might be the bad luck. But from what I've seen is Izzy is just, his fight IQ is there. He is going to play up or down to his opponent. I was wrong because I said the same thing about Gastelum. Gastelum brought it to him. He was a 170 guy.
You know what? Another thing that.
But he plays up and down to his opponent.
Another thing similar with the Costa and Gastelum is everybody said, oh, Gastelum's chin is like granite. He can take a punch. And you're right. They went the distance in the fight. And Gastelum did get cracked. Do not mistake. Gastelum did get cracked. Izzy got cracked in that fight. They both did.
He got fucked up in that fight.
But Gastelum did get cracked and almost dropped a couple times. So I wouldn't use that as the same excuse. You guys are all saying the same thing that with Costa. I mean, at the end of the day, it's clear that any fighter can get cracked if he gets hit right. Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling that's probably what's going to happen here.
I'm trying to think of the argument here. I'm trying to think of, besides the shiny undefeated resume of Costa and his glistening muscles, what's the angle? Where is he going to be? His power? Let's see. His last opponent he knocked out was Uriah Hall. And Uriah Hall's good. Don't get me wrong. Uriah Hall is like the Walmart Izzy, if you really think about it. He even choked in the Ultimate Fighter. I like Uriah. Uriah is one of my favorites. I really do enjoy Uriah Hall. He's got a big fight against Anderson Silva. But he knocks out Uriah, who's been knocked out before. Johnny Hendricks, I mean, Jesus Christ. That fight was an embarrassment. Should have never been paired together. And then, I mean, you got these fights that are knockouts, but they're just nobodies. So, I mean, I can't find the angle. I can't understand why these people, other than the fact that they hate Izzy, which I get it.
I don't even even think people hate him. I
But
think
what's
they're
the
just ready
argument
to
of
see the demise.
What's the argument of Costa winning?
Honestly, I think because Costa is going to be a little bit of a tougher competition for Izzy, and I think people are just ready to see Izzy give up the belt. I think that's what's going on.
I hope I'm wrong. Tune in Saturday. My mouth will drop. If Costa knocks out Izzy, I would be very surprised. I really would be. And maybe Izzy has a bad night. We've seen fighters that happen. Or maybe the pressure does get to him. You know, no crowd and all that shit. I don't know. Maybe. But it's just tough for me to vision.
Super chat.
We got a hardcore gamer right here, Jess.
Izzy will run around and win ATL East Usman fights.
He will run. Yes. And he will win at least Usman fights. I think Izzy will run. And he would be smart to run. Why would he stand there and wait for a Costa to run him over? I think Izzy's gonna doon 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 doon. I don't know what the clicking is. I just thought it would just be funny. Doon doon.
Wonderful.
Vigo Jr. What up, Vigo Jr.?
Forget about LeBron. I can think of two Pistons that would beat that 170-pound twink sass, Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace.
Oh, hell yeah, baby. Big Ben. God, I miss those guys. Big Ben and Rasheed Wallace. Jesse. Oh, those are the key to a Pistons championship.
Super chat.
Phantom Ranger.
Don't want Cowboy, Wonderboy, or Maya to fun Khamzat.
Don't want Cowboy, Wonderboy, or Maya to fight
Khamzat.
What do you think?
I'm excited for the Maya fight. I think that's gonna be fun. And
I would like Wonderboy. I just don't think it would be very smart for Wonderboy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Wonderboy fight is interesting. I just don't know how entertaining that fight would be, to be quite honest. But
you don't think it'll be entertaining?
Yeah, I don't know. I think
it will.
I feel like that's one that might bust. But I'd be willing to check it out just to see. You know, it could go in a completely opposite way.
Wonderful.
All you bitches talking shit in the chat. I guarantee if you saw me walking down your street, you would go back in your house and lock your door.
Chrome is the nightmare that lurks over the community. Do not disrespect his name. He's a man made of stone.
Super chat.
Here comes Brandon Morris coming in.
Missed most of the stream. Pensive face. Very long day.
Well, it's not the time for you to be coming in. We got 3 minutes left, man.
Well, listen, you definitely want to run this back. We were all over the place tonight. Thank you, Brandon. I hope your night gets better. Or whatever time it is for you. Poor Brandon, man.
Yeah.
Had a bad day and he still came in and donated. I mean, that's a beast right there. That's a beast of a human being. That's a man. Brandon's a man's man. He's like, I had a bad day, but I'm still going to fucking support this show. It's a real man right there. Oh, yeah. Catching up on the donos. Kiwi.
Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd. Come on, get loud, MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Got MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd.
MMA-Holes in the crowd.
Here comes Kiwi.
Why is Costa undefeated? Episode 7 Brazil 3 he lost by split. Link in Discord.
There you go. Yeah, was he even really like lights out in the didn't he have like one knockout? I didn't see that season. It was the Brazil Ultimate Fighter. But I mean, there's no evidence. There's no evidence.
Super chat.
Besides his glistening body.
I saw some weakness is the Romero fight when shelled up after the one flurry Romero threw. Now imagine someone doing that non-stop with a granite chin.
Okay. Listen, anything's possible. Anything's possible, but your logic there, I don't think it's as substantial as everything that we threw at you guys. You know, there is no facts sitting there that just jump out at me that say, yeah, you know, this is the key to victory. Does he take Izzy down? Does he grind him up against the fence?
He's going to try because we haven't seen Izzy's ground game. We know that his takedown defense is phenomenal, but we've never seen his ground game.
How is he going to, I mean...
And Costa's going to try and play there. I have a feeling, because Costa's good on the ground.
Man, I just see him shooting and getting in trouble. I see Izzy catch him with an elbow and knee.
Yeah, that's the thing, is Izzy's takedown defense, he's got to be really careful.
Maybe he does get him down. Ground and pound might be the best bet.
Here 2 factors, guys, that crazy but possible. EA cursed is real, guys. Plus, as Twud shown BLM focus might do ya.
You know, yeah, maybe that too. That's true, Jesse. He is on the cover. You know what? There it is. Finally, there's the angle. Okay, we'll talk about that.
Wonderful, wonderful.
STFU Chrome. No one thinks you're tough.
Whoa.
No one in this chat room is tough. It's bitch city in here. Keyboard warriors galore and you're the biggest bitch of them all. Take a sit, my man, which you probably already doing cause you pee sitting down.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of hostility.
Bitch city.
You guys are going crazy.
That's pretty funny. It's bitch city in the chat.
It's bitch city. All right, so what's the notes? And thank you to all the donators tonight, man. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. All right, so here's the cover of the EA Sports game, which is a decent game. I got to start playing this thing again. All right. The curse is real, man. What happened to Masvidal, Jess?
Oh, that's not a curse.
What happened? What happened to Connor? What happened to Ronda?
What happened to Masvidal?
What happened to them? What's the identical thing?
They get knocked out?
They all lose.
Connor or Ronda got knocked out?
They all lose.
Well, it's
the
not.
curse.
No.
It's a legit curse.
No, it's not a curse.
Name one fighter that was on the EA Sports cover that didn't lose after it. You can't.
Well, and
they
didn't
all
UFC
lost.
4 come out before the BMF belt? Didn't it?
It came out. No, after it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it came out before Usman.
Because if it came out before.
Yeah, it came out before. Before
Wonderful,
Usman and
wonderful.
Masvidal. Yeah, it's
We
a
saw
legit
his
curse.
groin game against Gastelum. He put Gastelum in a triangle.
He did.
People forgot Gastelum almost died at the end.
Yeah, the cardio of Izzy. Izzy needed that fight against Kelvin Gastelum. He needed to be brought to that depth, you know, to the limit. He's just a better fighter from it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Most will walk inside the house when they see a pink hair Izzy walking by trying to booty snatch men.
Maybe. I might. So the curse is real.
No, they're saying John Jones was on the cover and he never lost.
John Jones was on the cover when? When? Was it EA? Was it the UFC? Let's see. UFC. Let's see. UFC 1 EA. Who was on the cover of 1? I don't remember who was on 1.
Yep.
Oh, he was on 1. Now, was this... It was Gustafsson and Jones. Was this before...
So, curse debunked.
But was this before his first fight with Jones? With Gus? When was this? What year was this? Because he almost fucking lost that fight. In fact, he did lose that fight.
What year this was.
Was this before? I think this was before it.
Regardless, the curse has been debunked.
Hold on a second. How? He literally...
He won.
He literally...
After.
Hold on.
It's after.
He lost to Gustafsson the first time.
Look, they said it's after.
Is it after?
So
after the Gustafsson first fight?
Yeah, so your curse idea is debunked.
Wait, so hold on a second.
He's just trying to look for the reason why the curse exists.
He lost to Reyes.
Moss, stop.
He lost to Reyes, Jess. The curse is real. Yeah, but hold on a second. John Jones is the GOAT. What are we talking about here? He's the GOAT, Jess. Right?
Izzy's a GOAT.
Is Izzy the GOAT?
Yep.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's very good, but he's not the GOAT. Not the GOAT. He is not John. He needs a lot of work to get to John Jones. So John Jones, the GOAT beats any. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
So you can't. I'm trying to give the Costa people, the Costa, whatever the hell, however you say his name. I'm trying to give them hope. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to give you guys something to hold on to here because I can't find the reason. So the only thing that makes sense is
Why
EA
give
Sports.
hope to people who believe in fantasy?
Man, Jesse. Oh, Jesse. I hope Costa wins.
But you're rooting for Izzy. Why do you hope Costa
I am
wins?
not rooting for Izzy. I am picking Izzy.
Isn't that the same thing?
Nope. I would like to see Costa knock him out. I would. I think it'd be funny to see you just sit there defeated.
Wonderful.
It'd be great.
What do you mean too easy? Any legitimate tough has to constantly tell a room full of strangers how much of a badass they are. He's definitely the same big badass super soldier fighter that he claims he is in real life.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, so let me make this clear. I am picking Izzy, but I am not I'm not rooting for him. No. Especially after that Colby Covington thing, I am off. Just like Tyron Woodley, I'm out.
Super chat.
I'm out. I'm team Costa.
Jones had all his other troubles though.
He did. It's true. He hit the pregnant lady and all that stuff. Cursed. So there's your angle. If you're an Izzy fan for $59.99, it's still $59.99 this game. It's not that good. All right. Jesse, we got something special to do, but these donations keep coming in here. I mean, we can't stop the people. They keep donating. They just love it. They just love the content. Will the cover be the curse for Israel Adesanya?
That curse thing doesn't matter anymore.
Why?
We just debunked it with John Jones.
So far, Ronda, Connor, and Masvidal, 3 in a row. So you're saying it's just going to stop?
No, it's just stupid. That doesn't exist.
They said that with Madden, too.
Oh, super
They said that with Madden, and look how that turned out.
Khamzat drop Alex, he will destroy Izzy. Run, Izzy.
Wow. You think Izzy's going to run from Khamzat? I don't know, man. I don't know. The people have been screaming about this all night, and now that we have a break in donations, we will give the people what they yearn for, Jesse.
150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. Open up your bra, show your tits 7%, yeah. MMA show with the holes and the mohawk hair. JBH with the news you really can't compare. Throw your thumbs in the air. Come on, baby. Throw your thumbs in the air. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care. 150 thumbs in the air like you don't care.
Wow.
The dislikes can listen to Tyron Woodley rap.
Well, the dislikes can hear a lot of Tyron Woodley rapping. It's going to be a lot of that coming up. All right. Thank you for the likes, friends. 441 watching, 165 with the likes. I only care about the people that like this video. So if you like the video, you are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
If you didn't, well, fuck off. All right. So, Jesse,
Yeah.
let's finish up the stories over here. Get the fook out of here.
Okay.
What was that?
I said okay. That was me gasping.
No, that was you being a teenage girl, huffing and puffing, going to the room because you had to clean it.
Okay. According to MMA junkie Justin Gaethje is eager to see Khabib Nurmagomedov's reaction to his own blood. Gaethje is looking to put Khabib in uncharted waters. Interim lightweight champ Gaethje will attempt to unify the belts with champ Nurmagomedov in the main event of UFC 254, which takes place on October 24th at Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. He said to ESPN, quote, "I know I'm going to see his blood, so I want him to see his blood, and I want to see his reaction."
All right. I want to see the blood, too. I want blood. I need blood. You know what I need, too? Special face.
You know, I just feel so special. I've got a special face. Attention is short, bust to outer space. Mind in a special place. GSP abducted me, I'm from an alien race. Special face. Special face. Special face.
Wow, Pale with 11.
Hey Dana, Fook your tooth son. Hope nothing happens to Khabib or Justin. Chandler should have to earn it. A day late, but can we sing happy birthday to Mike H?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, we forgot about that, all right?
Yes, we can.
All right. Mike's getting like the trifecta with his birth. He's getting the whole fucking spiel. All right, let's give it to him. What Dana White's teeth? Like, what was that about? Let me see this. What's Dana White's tooth thing about?
He chipped his tooth.
He chipped his tooth. Dana White calls an emergency dentist. Do we get to see the tooth? The sun. There's Dana White's foot.
I don't see it.
It looks like he's got jizz in his mouth. What the hell is that?
I don't see it.
It looks like, yeah, he is. Where's the... All right.
There's 3 pictures. Click it.
Oh, is there?
It says 3.
All right, let's see this thing.
No.
No. That's it. That's lame. That's what he shows us?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I see. Look at it. You can see the jizz. What is that? Something that
No, I think it's under his tongue.
looks like something that like a doctor shot a load in his mouth, or maybe he lost his whole top row. It looks like someone just came in his mouth.
Okay.
Did someone just come in Dana White's mouth? Okay. Okay. years old. Why? 49. Mike H. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike H. Happy birthday to you. Oh, man. You know what? Mike H. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike H. Happy birthday to you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, baby. Mike H. Shout out to Mike H. Turned 49 yesterday. Happy birthday, brother. You are
Wonderful, wonderful.
wonderful, wonderful. Great fella. That Mike H. Oregon. Look at the cake in the chat. They're having cake. Great guy. NH, we love both of you. We want to have sex with you. Okay. Let's get to... Oh, Chrome got a dono in.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Look at all the triggered pussies in this bitch tonight. I'm gonna buy you all a finger pop. So you can all finger pop each other in the ass tonight.
That's nice. Okay, we got Anthony Smith. Oh my goodness. What is
Anthony Smith says he'll beat the shit out of Johnny Walker.
You know what he should? I think that is a fight he could win. What did he say?
That he'll beat the shit out of Johnny Walker.
He might have a shot in that fight. But what did he say, Jesse?
According to BJPenn.com, UFC light heavyweight contender Anthony Smith says that he will beat the shit out of Johnny Walker if they end up fighting.
Oh, my God.
Walker picked up a first-round TKO win over Ryan Spann at UFC Vegas 11 to jump back into the win column after suffering back-to-back losses to Corey Anderson and Nikita Krylov. When asked who he wants to fight next, the number 10 ranked Walker told Combate that his interest in a fight against Anthony Smith and the number 8 ranked fighter.
I like that. I actually like the fight. Anthony Smith should beat Walker. He should.
Smith heard Walker's call out, and he's ready to match his challenge if the UFC calls it. Speaking to SiriusXM Fight Nation, Smith said he would beat the shit out of Walker if that fight were to happen.
Could you imagine if Walker lights him out? You know, like just shuts the lights out on him? Could you imagine? That would, I mean, oof. Now, those are two, you like both of those guys.
I love them both, yeah.
So who would you pick?
That's tough for me. I have to try and think logically now that I like them both. I think Walker definitely has the power, and he's flashy. I worry, though, if he gets clipped. We've seen him fall before, and Anthony has that ability to kind of squeeze in between those hands. So at this point, I wouldn't be able to make up a decision.
You got to think Anthony Smith should maul Walker. He really should. I think he beats him in every area. The problem is he looks like complete dog shit lately. Like complete and utter smelly, like shit that's been on the sidewalk for weeks. He looks and smells like that kind of shit. He does not look good at all. So I might actually pick Anthony Smith, though. He should beat him. Let's see what the chat says. What do you guys think? If this thing got put together.
Bournemouth says Walker has no chin. Rex Sheep says rest in peace Chrome. Bournemouth says it would be close. Live and Logic Anthony Smith was a disappointment. Casey's laughing in the chat. Post Resurrected says Moss, you're being glib. Warren says who's Chrome? Two joint sidewalk shit, smelly shit, Anthony shit. Rex Sheep says some loser, never mind. AM Smith for the upset. Eddie Machete says poop. Hunter Gatherer says BLM is a terrorist organization. Marker says maybe. Clayton Fitzgerald says Smith should win, says Justin Jr. Mike H. And two joints says Chris. You and JBH are the best. RBO.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, Jesse. This story over here. You want to see a really weird looking face, Jess?
Sure.
You want to see a weird looking face? Here we go. A little weird. There it is.
Okay, Hanato Moicano explains why he's no longer fighting on Fight Island. Family is the reason why. He decided to withdraw from the lightweight bout with Magomed Mustafayev.
You know why he's really not fighting? He's going to star in the updated version of The Leprechaun, because that's what he looks like right there. I'm the Leprechaun. That's what he looks like. Okay. Sorry.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Moicano, who debuted as a 155-pounder in March with a victory over Damir Hadzovic, in his hometown Brasilia. Brazil agreed to the match before the promotion officially defined that the event would take place in Abu Dhabi. The fighter began a green card process right after his most recent bout, and leaving the country could jeopardize his plans. Moicano says he told the UFC more than once through his manager and lawyer that he would not be able to leave the country for a fight. When news broke that his fight night would be part of the second Fight Island series in Abu Dhabi, there was no guarantee that he would be able to return home in Florida. Moicano made the call to stay where he is.
All right. I was losing sleep wondering, when is Moicano going to fight again? Thank God we found out. Here we go. Jerry curl action here.
Diego Sanchez has been freed from pressure of chasing the UFC title, saying, "I've let go all those dreams." According to MMA Junkie, the winner of Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter has walked away from his dream of becoming a UFC champ, and he's now focused on enjoying the final chapter of his storied career. Sanchez's new mindset towards his fighting career has given him a breath of fresh air. UFC 253 does take place this Saturday at Flash Forum in Abu Dhabi, and you will be able to see Sanchez on UFC 253.
What do you think about this look, Diego's look?
He looks like Lionel Richie.
Oh, come on. Why would you do that?
What?
You ruined it. I was gonna pop him on the screen. You're supposed to say, "Oh, well, I think he looks, so and so," and then I just do this, and then it's like, insert laugh track. See? But all right. Oh yeah. What do you think? There he is.
They're
Diego
practically
Sanchez.
related.
Got the Lionel curls going. Hell yeah. Yeah, Diego Sanchez, I hope if this is indeed his last fight, I would love to see him go out on a win. He's got a tough one. Got a tough one with the young Matthews, and he is a heavy, heavy underdog. So you are picking Matthews, if I'm not mistaken, still there?
Yeah, I think I'm going to lean more towards Matthews in that fight.
Okay.
Justin, if you ever call him my master again, I will ban you from the chat.
Master? What are you talking about?
He's trying to degrade my ability.
I'm not your master, Jesse. I'm the world's master.
Okay.
So it's not just you. It's everybody.
Okay.
I am the master of these mountains, and I am the master of the universe.
Okay. Andre Pederneiras tests positive for COVID-19 in Abu Dhabi, so he won't be cornering Ketlin Vieira.
Wonderful.
Here comes Chrome. Hurt feelings.
How dare all of you call out my fake bravado? I mean, I got guns and skulls and shit in my profile pic. You gotta know I'm a badass.
Wow. They're really going hard. Chrome and the other Chromes. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Hold on, now Chrome's coming in.
Wonderful.
Rex Sheep smells his finger after digging in his butt. He also wipes his was and puts the shitty tissue in the trash instead of flushing it down the toilet. I bet if you looked under his coffee table you would find where he puts all his boogers at.
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you, Chrome. That's actually important information that we just learned. Okay, so we got Andre who?
The cornerman for Ketlin Vieira at UFC 253 will be has tested positive, so won't be in Ketlin Vieira's corner. So you can expect Vieira to probably perform a little less than satisfactory on Saturday night if you're interested in that fight.
Yeah, I don't care.
ESPN 16 poster has been officially released. Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana.
Hold on, let me spank.
Right,
let me drop my pants and spank to this. Let me see. Let me check this thing out. It's good to see Holly's turning her sex change is going well. Her manliness is coming in nicely. All right, what do you think about the poster? Do you like it? I think it's kind of lame.
Ah, super chat.
Doesn't really do anything for me.
Costa is out. Khamzat flying to Dubai to fight Izzy.
Costa is out. Khamzat's flying to... Could you imagine? Jose, thank you. Imagine if that's the case. Wow. Do you like this poster, Jess?
No, I think I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's just the fight. Maybe the fight's ruining the poster.
Yeah, probably.
The poster's cool. The fight's not. I mean, you got to think. Aldana's, she's rose up very nicely. She's pretty good. It's going to be a tough one for Holly.
But who cares?
Yeah, I kind of don't care either. When was the last time Holly fought?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You think now John going up to heavyweight, Holly's walking a little more bow-legged? Now that John Jones is a little more thick? What are you looking for? That pen was really worth it. You really needed that thing, right? What the hell did you look? Jesse, you can get that after the show. You really... Was it really... Halfway through that exchange, did you realize, wait, what am I doing?
Picking up trash.
Yeah, you can leave it there. I'll get it. Don't worry. So, what was the joke? No, I was going to make a John Jones having sex with Holly joke. It's not going to work now. All right, what else do we have in the news?
Ed Herman defends his controversial UFC Vegas 10 win and calls out punk Michael Bisping.
What?
Yes.
Ed Herman.
Remember he faked the nut shot?
So, yeah, what did Mikey say?
According to Bloody Elbow, as UFC President Dana White unloaded on Tyone, or however you pronounce his name, fans online apparently piled on Herman, dragging his wife into the conversation. Herman told MMA Fighting about the messages his wife was getting, saying your husband's a dumbass, your husband's a cheater, you get in the cage and fight or come and say that shit to my wife's face, she'll kick you in the face.
Well, let me guess. He's on social media. People are trolling the shit out of him. That's what assholes do, right?
His wife probably stepped in
and his
to
wife,
protect him.
swoops in on her fucking stallion. Let me protect my husband. And now she's bitching and complaining that people are slipping into her DMs. Maybe you just keep your fucking mouth shut. Because if you're going to dance, oh my goodness.
So for many observers, including Rodriguez, Herman seemed like he was milking the clock during those moments when the fight was stopped.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's going on?
KKK colorblind Chrome meeting in the Virginia woods today midnight.
Is that true? What time? All right. The Ku Klux Klan. Jesus Christ.
He said, I was trying to defend myself and the best I could being hurt. As a fighter, your job is to survive and continue to fight as long as you can. When you're hurt, you're on autopilot. Herman also addressed another criticism thrown at him when he was seen latching his toes onto the fence to gain more leverage to finish the Kimura. As he explained, it was all unintentional, saying, I was moving in reaction, being half knocked out and under duress. My instincts just took over. That's the kind of shit that happens in the heat of battle. Herman also took issue with how Michael Bisping interviewed him after the fight, saying, Bisping, I think, is kind of a punk because to my face he acts like he's my buddy and then kind of came after me and made me look bad and talk some trash, so it's kind of messed up. If he wants to come out of retirement to throw the gloves on, we can do that. Herman says he's happy for Rodriguez for getting his win money despite the loss, but ultimately he has no regrets about how he got the win. He said, I'm glad Mike got his money, but I'm not sorry for coming back and winning the fight. I went out there and mustered up what I had left in the tank.
Super chat.
I'm a little confused here. Super chat coming in.
You should feed Herman to Khamzat as punishment.
That's right. How dare you? You fake. You fraud. Feed him to Khamzat. I like that, Izzy. That's a funny donation. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's good. Michael. So he was probably butthurt too that Michael Bisping actually asked him in the post-fight interview.
So the post-fight interview,
he got blindsided. It was great.
Yeah,
it wasn't really blindsided.
Bisping, he wasn't even really a dig about it. He just acknowledged what Herman did. And I think that any fair interviewer should do things like that. Stop sucking off the fighters. If the fighter fucks up, bring it up and ask them about it. And
but now
Bisping
he's
did
saying,
the right thing.
So did Bisping follow up on anything else, like on his podcast?
No,
or
it's just
show?
a post-fight interview that Herman was disappointed in.
Oh God, Herman, dude, what are you doing?
Dressed, I know that is you.
Wow, Chrome is saying it's de-rest. I don't know who the hell it is, to be honest.
I don't know who is anymore.
So wait, hold on. Let me just make this very clear.
So
Can you clarify this?
Yes.
This is only from the post-fight interview.
So the post-fight interview, the reason he has a beef with Michael Bisping is because in the post-fight interview, Michael Bisping acknowledged the bad stoppage and how he was kind of holding his nuts instead of when they watched the replay and saw that he got hit in the rib.
Oh my God.
And Ed Herman is upset at Michael Bisping and thinks Michael Bisping is a punk because Bisping practically called him out on his bullshit. And apparently Herman doesn't like to be called out. And doesn't like to have to make excuses for himself. I don't know.
I was thinking maybe it was in the Believe You Me podcast or something like that.
This is all post-fight. The interview I watched, and it really wasn't bad.
It was fine. Bisping didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, he was just acknowledging something that happened in the fight.
And you were right. He did it in a way where he made it lighthearted.
Yeah.
But the problem was Ed Herman didn't know how to answer it, and it was kind of mumbling and stumbling.
He couldn't make excuses for himself, and he hates that Bisping put him in a position where he was forced to come up with an excuse on the spot that made him look like an idiot.
Oh my God. So okay. At the moment, you know, it was a bad look for Herman, but you know, in hindsight, looking back, it's definitely the ref's fault. It wasn't Herman's fault. Now, this situation here, okay, is a whole different story. Michael Bisping, he's a known cunt. I mean, the guy, he really goes for it a lot. He likes to ruffle feathers.
But not in this interview.
But in this situation, I'm with Bisping. He didn't do anything wrong. Bisping actually asked the question in a way that was respectful.
And
it wasn't bad.
He kind of laughed it off.
Yeah, and when Herman gave the answer, even though Herman was stumbling, Bisping could have jumped on him for stumbling and really exposed him, but he didn't. He actually helped Herman out, and it was fine. For Herman to call him a punk because of that interview, Herman clearly is guilty. Like, he feels guilty in this fight.
He should feel guilty.
It's weighing on him.
Because he capitalized on a situation that, like, in all fairness, I mean, are you surprised that he got the heat that he got from MMA fans? Like,
well, he's asking for it now because Bisping didn't.
He should have just kept his mouth shut and moved on.
Oh man, Herman, you're sounding like guilty now. Oh my goodness, that's just a bad look. I know a lot of people are Herman fans. A lot of people bringing up Tough. I know Pulse brought up Tough. But, I mean, now when you see this, how do you defend Herman? How do you do it?
If Herman kept quiet and just moved on to his next fight, people probably wouldn't have forgotten about it, but it wouldn't have been as heated as it is now.
Jesus. God damn it. That's a bad
move. He had
move.
to go and say something and start defending himself on social media. So, of course, people are going to jump on that if they know that they got to him.
If I was Bisping, what I would do is I would just light him up like a Christmas tree now and say, motherfucker, I was actually nice to you in the post-fight press conference. I could have really took it to you. And I fucking held back.
Wonderful.
I held back. I was polite. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Moss, they're bullying me. Do I have permission to kill? Didn't we just talk about this last night?
Kill. Smash. Chrome smash. Kill them with kindness. I don't know. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. The donations have been great, even though I don't know what the hell you guys talk about now.
Wonderful.
Uh-oh, D-Rest coming in.
I would not be that harsh, Chrome, and I'd turn whitey's black and blue and blacky's white as ghosts, so you and me should team up and get these faggots.
So if that's really D-Rest, he's saying it wasn't him. We got a little drama going on here in the donations, Jess. All right, I think we piled on Herman enough. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That thing doesn't even register. It's just silly, man. I feel like he's just he feels really embarrassed by this, and he's getting probably lit up online. And he's just handling it wrong. Oh, well.
That's it for that.
Hey, Mike Perry. All right, guys and gals, we have some fantastic stuff this week. Jesse's giving you her fight briefing tomorrow night, so make sure you tuned into that. 405 watching. If you're not subscribed, hit the sub, hit the notification, hit the likes, and be wonderful. Friday, we got Fook Off Friday, where we do our flying circus of a show, and then Saturday, we react to the entire card. You want to be here early on Saturday, because we got our buddy William Knight on the card, and we are going to be very passionate about that fight.
Yes.
Very, very passionate as William gets the call.
They gave him a good fight, too.
It's a tough dude. Yeah. Yeah, Kimura's tough.
Yeah.
6-0. Looked pretty good coming in there. So these guys were supposed to fight before, and now they get to dance in front of, under the big lights. So big fight card, UFC 253. If you missed all the craziness of the show, just rewatch it. If you watch it on a replay, remember, hit that like button. Help out and be wonderful. JBH.
Don't forget, guys, we'll be live tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Fight Briefing, as well as Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time for Fook Off Friday, and we'll be live on Saturday for the fights. What?
Oh, one more thing. And if you want to watch the fights, remember ESPN Plus, the link in the description down below. If you want to watch the fights, click the link down below. If you're buying the pay-per-view, if you want to help us out, everyone that buys through our link down below, or if you sign up for ESPN Plus and Disney Plus and Hulu and all that stuff, check it out down below. We get a little piece of the pie, and you don't give it to ESPN. You got to buy this fight. This card's good. This card's wonderful. All right, Jess.
Lastly, don't forget to look at my pumpkins. Not those pumpkins.
Oh.
All right. And as always, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.